They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
chaos,
let that chaos reign with
chaos,
let that chaos reign with
chaos,
let that chaos reign with
must reign. I want my money.
I told you.
Where is my money?
Betty, bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that we check that.
Go ahead.
They predicted this back in 1970 with a Clockwork Orange that eventually you're going to get to this. So this kind of stuff, they talked about this back in 1970.
Oh, I've seen that movie. I know exactly what you're talking about.
I ain't watched that movie in a minute.
Gold star for May.
That those people that are not on the ground, those people that are scared of our young kids, that we get out here and we touch them, that we let them know that we hear, that we got something to say, that we care about them, that they have more resources than they know, and that we are available to them.
Little girl, the fact that you sat on that live with that hoodie on, looking like Cleo, ready to set it off, lets me know that you would do it all over again if you had the chance to. And please don't think that we don't know that you tried to play in our face with that whack apology. It was very forced and it was very disingenuous. Yep. Not only that, the fact that you sat up there laughing and trying to smile through it all pissed me off even more. And to that woman that was in the video with you talking about she's just a child. Well, she wasn't a child when she raised her hand and started swinging on that grown woman. So guess what? From here on out, you get grown woman treatment. Not only that, see, y'all tried to play with that lady, but God didn't play about her. That woman got a new house. She got a new car.
Yeah, they did move that lady and her children out of that school.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Something good came out. I hope. I'm sure there's more to the stories than just them, because kids do attack people. They don't do it out of nowhere. And in the school,
there's a reason
a bad job of nipping this kind of stuff in the bud. I think they should bring the SWAT back into school, because when we had a SWAT in school, none of this shit happened outside of school.
None of this went on.
None of this shit went on.
None of this went on.
Hey, well, the Joker's in office. You might get your wish, BGS.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see, man.
Moved out of that neighborhood and her children now go to a new school. Not only that, a local rapper now is going to.
Oh, excuse me. The Orange Joker is in office. You might get your wish.
Fly her and her family out to LA for the weekend and covered all of their Christmas stuff. The reality of it is that apology that you gave will not take away the memories that lady is going to have to live with for the rest of her life from what y'all did to her and her children. So you can keep that.
Oh, by the way, shout out to that mother. She is pressing charges on the parents.
It should. I mean, the CPS needs to get into
yes, they
involved in this. Okay. Because there's a breakdown in parenting. If this kind of stuff happens, all those kids should be, should do at least a weekend in juvie.
What's that saying in the space? Put the people in their life.
Motherfucking internet, and you want to first tell us not too much, don't disrespect your daughter, have some respect they fucking kids. We don't give a fuck about if they kids or not, because if half of us was at that mother and we was on site at that school, we would have forgot they was kids. Because remind your fucking daughter and her regular friends that they was the fucking children, and they should have showed some fucking respect. You know how stupid you fucking look as a mother, got your fucking daughter on this fucking internet, that little motherfucker sitting there smirking it. That was a forced.
Hey, Snowman, remember I told you the ratchet chicks are not putting up with this shit?
Yeah, you did.
Because it could be them. That's why.
Yes.
An apology. And them two bitches that you had behind you. Oh, listen,
yeah.
They kids, you the kids are our future. Stay in my fucking future, not them raggedy motherfuckers. You got me up. You done brought your fucking raggedy daughter on this mother internet with two other adults. That video showed me everything I fucking needed to know. I see why your daughter did that. You think we give a fuck about her good grades? You think we give a fuck about her being a captain of any cheerleader? And she don't need to be the captain of, because if she clearly showed us she can't lead a mother. They never couldn't lead, and I don't give a that I called her because she's a child. I don't give a. They wasn't acting like fucking children. So don't get on this fucking internet giving us that an apology and think we're gonna swallow that. Keep that. And like I said, that video and the way you were speaking and the way them other two is behind you was acting, it tells me everything I need to know why your daughter acted like that. Get the out of here.
And
AB,
you as a
I have a
mother to
question.
come up here and try to
Go ahead.
I have a question for you, AB. You just made a comment, and I'm not attacking or anything. I'm just asking for clarity. You said something about even the hood rats or whatever. Is that what you said? Are
Yep,
upset about it? Um,
they
I guess
are.
I want clarification. Do you have a belief that people who are, I guess, hood don't have any morals or expectations or standards? That's all I'm asking.
Their standards are different from yours. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, there are some chicks that live in the hood that have uplifting standards.
Yeah, they have their standards are different from yours.
Yes.
That's quite a bit of a
But I'm
stretch
asking,
from
like,
what AB said.
is AB assuming that most of them don't have no standards? Was that the premise from where you coming from? I'm asking. I don't know.
Well, you're not really asking. That's more a leading question, is what you're doing.
No, he already said that he was surprised or whatever that even they care. So my question is his belief that they probably don't care? They don't have standards.
Answer the question, AB, so we can move on.
No, I'm not necessarily surprised some of them came out against this because, as BGS said, they could be them.
There's limits.
Once upon a time, it could have been them.
Okay, yeah, I was asking about the standards. Okay.
There are limits to
So
what they do.
you live in freaking Atlanta. You know the standards in the hood ain't the same standards all over. Come on.
I wasn't talking about my opinion. I'm asking based on what he said.
You asking it for a reason.
Based on what he said, I was asking is that his opinion.
You're asking it for a reason.
Based on his comment.
Move on. Move on.
justify
Move on.
what that little bad
the reason was pretty
girl
clear.
did, yeah, you definitely the problem. So of course we didn't, TikTok and the people's in the street, we gonna find out what's going on. We done found out who the little one who started with the punch. We done found out who she, and we all knew it was gonna be that one parent that come out and say, "My child is good. My child gets straight A's and B's.
Yeah.
She on the cheerleading team. She was prom queen, and she is the ring leader. Yeah, she the ring leader.
Yeah, they know.
It's usually the ones who got the most, and guess what? It's the ones who ain't got nothing either. Cause them little boys and that other little girl that was sitting up there fighting the little boy, found out that they mama is an addict. She round here squatting in an apartment. The kids ain't got nothing. They barely can get up and go to school. Probably going to school smelling. They getting bullied. Sound like. So now they done walked home from school and decided they wanted to fight a grown woman, And then you can hear one of the kids in there saying, "Don't hit my brother, you grown, don't hit him." What you mean? You finna get a grown whooping. Do you hear me? Kids would have been slanging everywhere like over popcorn around that mother. Do you hear me? And again, it always that one or two parents that's got to come out and make it seem like,
not my baby.
They kids.
Like I think this is really extreme.
Into doing. I hope that lady sue every last one of you, mother. Do you hear me?
Bro, lock him
I'll be
up.
honest with y'all.
Lock him up.
Hold on, man. Go ahead. Finish the
fucking
clip.
key. Bro, watching that video pissed me the off. Literally. The boy was hugging his mom and they were talking. Then they beat the mom up. And then they beat the son up. Talking about, yeah, get him. Y'all need to know what your kids is out here fucking doing, bro. Your kids is out here bad as a mother. Lock their ass up. They need to learn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not forcing kids to jail, but they need to go. They need to go for a while.
Yeah. There's limits. Even in the hood, there's limits.
For real, bro.
Yes.
I reposted.
That's what nobody talks about. Even in the hood,
there's limits. Yeah.
Well, I agree with what BGS was saying about like calling CPS.
I reposted the video, bro. That pissed me the fuck off, bro. If that was my baby mama,
yeah, I would whooping her ass.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
I'd whip her ass.
I tell people I'm glad I don't have children. It's not the reason people think. It has nothing to do with love of children. But
I would catch a case if that was my kid.
My kid would never act like that. That's crazy.
Nor will mine.
Yeah. What BGS just said. Anyway,
I would catch a case.
I would all them kids up. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I would have them all up. I ain't saying I'm gonna, do nothing crazy, but I'm gonna that up because that video pissed me the off. What the is wrong with y'all? And she had sickle cell too.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get in trouble, huh? Man,
they never
that's
had.
Exactly why when I be walking outside and I be walking into a group of kids, I don't walk through them motherfuckers because as soon as you motherfuckers with me, man, I'm gonna you up straight up when I'm walking with my kid, bro.
Hey, I went to a fun little story. I went to a McDonald's one day, eat some dinner, and I noticed these young boys on the side of the restaurant. And so after I got done eating my dinner, these young boys decided to walk out right behind me as if I could see them.
Okay.
And they think I didn't notice. And I started to walk to my car, and I noticed they started to surround me.
Okay.
So I just looked over my shoulder, like, y'all gonna do this? And you just saw them squirm. I just saw them squirm and walk off and act like nothing happened. Like, yeah, I saw what y'all was about to do. You ain't slick. Just glad I didn't have to cut nobody.
Few of those kids tried it with me, and then they realized how tall I was.
Yeah.
They
as soon as you stand up, it's over.
They saw me come into I was in LaPorte, Indiana. They saw me come into a restaurant. I sat down, had something to eat, and I got up, and I'm getting ready to go home. I went and paid my bill, sat down, grabbed my stuff, and a lot of these little kids were surrounding my table, giving me the side eye. So I stood up.
And their eyes got big.
And their eyes got bigger than a basketball.
Yeah.
They saw.
Hey, Snowman, can you read that for me, please?
Sir Him with a $5 super chat says, I wonder what those grading standards are for the girl to have A's and B's and yet be a crash out.
Yeah, we don't even talk about the standard for grading nowadays. Okay,
no,
what that you
no.
You saw your grandson's grading standard almost.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I started to call and said, "What like what is it? What is that? What the fuck is that?"
Wait. The first sound should have been BGS. The first sound from you should have been.
Now that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
And I actually got that from a white guy, my Craig Hewlett, one of my mentors, right?
Right.
Craig Hewlett. Yeah.
That's when I first I took a seminar with him, and he said that because he had a little something to drink, and he said that. It's oh man, it's classic. I said to him, I said, my nigga.
You went full Alonzo Harris on him, huh?
Yeah, but he was
without the cigarette.
He was first time I met a political agnostic. Okay, he told me.
Oh, okay.
He said he's the first one told me two wings on the same bird. Okay, and he's right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, AB, if I may read this.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Detroit 313 for the $10 holla. You said, did you hear about a guy doing a Governor Gretchen Whitmer kidnapping hoax? Is now running for governor in Michigan?
No, I didn't hear about that. Okay,
I didn't hear about that either.
If it was a hoax, them cats got federal time. I don't know if it was a hoax or not, but they arrested them guys.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how big a hoax it was, but it might have been a honey trap. But them cats got arrested. They doing federal time.
You can't talk about kidnapping an official like that online and think it's not.
I don't know if it's online or not, but the thing is, it was a real plot. So I don't know how big a hoax.
It was a real plot. There was some. There was a federal informant involved and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is, if they want to elect the guy, go ahead.
Yeah.
At this point, who cares?
But before you guys move to the next topic, I guess, which is MTG, I had two comments that I wanted to share just as a former educator. One thing I heard a lot of y'all say is my kid would never do this. I know my kid. Y'all, I'm here to tell you.
You weren't listening, but okay.
You know what, May?
I didn't hear that.
May.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay.
He said I didn't hear that. Play it back.
Wait a minute. Okay. Let me speak
Play
for
it back.
okay. I'm gonna tell you, my kids would never do that because they know what would be waiting for them when they got home. They would never do that shit. Ever.
King size ass whooping.
Teachers used to tell.
So AB, a couple people said that they did.
The teachers used to tell my ex not to call their daddy. Okay.
I'm not saying you per se, BGS, but I'm saying that's a common thing. I'm not speaking on anybody in particular. I'm just saying that's very common.
I know it's very
Can I
common.
just share my experience real quick, y'all? Just real quick.
You have 2 minutes, baby. Share your shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say real quick. I've heard that a lot. Huh?
I have too.
I've heard that a lot from parents. As a teacher, I've heard that a lot. My son would never do so and so. Oh, he doesn't cuss, or he would never do so. He would not sleep in class. My daughter won't do. Oh, I've seen all kind of declarations. Parents are clear. They give me a rundown how good a family they have and the rules and regulations and the Christianity. And you know what I've had to do with parents? I have had to. They say, send me a picture and let me see. I've had to prove it to parents because they couldn't believe it. I got to take a picture of the kid sleeping. Got to take a video of the kid cussing or fighting or acting a fool. There's a lot of people don't know the children. That's all I'm going to tell you. They don't know the children. They think they do.
A lot of times they know them kids, but they want to lie to you.
That's possible too.
No, I know that. They know them kids do that stuff because the same kid they say wouldn't do that shit, they do that. You walk in their house, they're doing that shit in front of them. Okay.
Some do, but some will die and go to hell. I've had a couple of them that will die and go to hell and swear, and they'll make up a whole narrative. You're lying on my child. You're this, you're that. The
thing is,
there's a lot of people that are in denial. It's true.
Hold on.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. We're not saying you're wrong, May, because you're not the only teacher I've heard say that.
They say that. No, you're not.
Right.
I've heard it from. I've heard it.
Yeah, she's not wrong.
From other parents saying that stuff to me. I know.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Yeah,
May.
You know what my mother used to tell, and I echo BGS's comment. You know what my mother used to tell teachers at my Catholic school that I went to?
Mm-hmm.
If he messes up, don't call me. Call Dad.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She made that very, very clear. Because if they had
that's a blessing.
Because if they had to call Pops, my ass was kicked.
Yeah. And that's a blessing because I would go into the system. We call it the system where all the contacts are. And that's always my first go-to. Call Dad anyway. Because moms usually make an excuse or they don't want to deal with it. And so I'm always trying to call Dad first.
And they also don't follow through with the punishments.
Right.
And women are not good disciplinarians. And so one of the things that was sad for me, though, was that I had so many blank spots when it came to Dad. So many. I had a high risk. I had a high risk group of students I taught. This was at an alternative school. So most of them didn't have dads listed. And the few dads that I did have, they would start telling me their origin story of victimhood with this woman. So I never got anywhere with that either.
Well, I've been to all my kids' parent-teacher interviews, and just like my child specifically, like I always like raise her that a child should be in a child's place. So like you shouldn't be talking to an adult anyway. Like if there's an issue, like you bring it to me and I'll speak, not you. Especially like when we're talking about violence and stuff. So, like that's why I agreed with BGS earlier when he's like CPS should have been involved, because if like your child is like attacking people, like that's way past talking.
There's something going on at home, especially when it's one thing if kids fight each other all the time, okay? But since you start attacking adults, that's way out of bounds, okay? That means something's broken.
Yeah, you know something. My dad warned one of the teachers in grammar school. Don't put your hands on my child. Let me handle it.
No, I'm thinking if I say if the up to a point, okay. If you need to put your hands on that kid, put your hands on that kid, okay. And then I'll deal with it. Okay, I don't believe I didn't grow up that way. No, if you need to put your hands on that kid, you got my permission, okay, within limits, okay. Not you gonna hurt that kid, within limits.
Well, I also agree with May when she was saying that, like, yes, like parents will say that, like, yeah, they don't do this around me, but like at least for my cases, my child doesn't do that around me, but when she's with her mom, she gets away with a lot of stuff she doesn't get away with me. So and there's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, but in other words, when a teacher says, "Mike, your kid did this, such and so," you say, "Yeah, I can see that."
Yeah.
Then we talk to him. Like, yeah, I can see that. It's like my son sagging his pants or cussing and stuff like that. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, or you getting into a fight. Yeah, I can see that. But there's certain things I know he's not going to do.
Yeah.
If there was ever a call home to my parents, it would be a total surprise because I walked around that school with the fear of my dad in me.
Yeah, things happen though on a school
Y'all,
ground. Things happen.
I walked around that school with the fear of my father. And
y'all keep talking about fathers. That's a big deal.
Because we had them.
You goddamn right. Because
you're in the manosphere. We talk about fathers all the time. Okay.
Yes.
My fathers all the time.
I pay homage.
Well, at least us are speaking now, our fathers.
When I do my broadcast, I pay homage to my father every time I strap on this headset and get on the air.
Yeah. The whole manosphere, black manosphere, said, "Get them kids to the goddamn father." Okay. Been saying that since its inception. Okay. Never been no, if you're a single mother, get that child, instead of taking that check, give that child to the father.
Shit, part of the reason why I show up to all of my kids' parent-teacher interviews is my dad did the same thing.
Yeah. Now we're moving on. Hold on, we're moving on now.
All
right.
Wait. When?
Okay. Hey, we're moving on, man.
We're moving on, man.
Not your channel.
Now, because I got other stuff I need to cover. Now, y'all thoughts on Marjorie Taylor Greene resigning? Evidently, she fell with Trump last few months.
They got something on her. No resigns just out of the blue like that. They got something on her.
Yeah, because she's resigning around January 5th.
Yeah. Because the just after that congressman got hit for that FEMA money. She resigned.
January 6th is what I see.
Not even for that. Okay, there's too many people in on January 6th. The thing is, they have something on her that we don't know about, so they give her the option to actually resign. It's the only way that's going to happen like this early. Otherwise, she would just not run. In 2026.
Yeah, because Nancy Pelosi is just not running in 2026.
Yeah, you could just not do that. Now, if you resign, and there has to be something really serious that they have on you.
Yes.
Good riddance. That's all I say.
I don't know. You know what? There's a lot. They all got fucking dirt on their hands. Okay.
Yes.
She's no different. She's more outspoken. Okay, but they all have dirt on their hands. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was laughing at the Democrats talking about the Epstein file. Like, okay, y'all want to embarrass yourselves? Go right ahead.
But they don't. But the thing is, once it's in motion, they don't have no choice. If they could bury it, they would bury it. But the thing is, they look bad if they try to bury it.
Yes, true.
And they just hope that they don't all get released at the same time. In fact, they're talking about redacting the files as they come out.
Yeah.
Which is like the Kennedy files. The thing is, you can't go against it because people want to see it, and you're gonna look guilty if you do.
Yeah, they want to see the dirt.
I mean, how you gonna correct this crap if you don't see the dirt? How you gonna clean dirt up if you don't see it?
Yeah, very true.
The only reason a congressman, especially, especially, what is it? 6 months, 6 months into a re-election. Okay, the only reason you gonna resign is because they got something on you.
Yes.
Yep.
It's either resign or go to jail, and I think that's where she's at. I'd be dollars to donut. I bet you that's what's going on right now.
Yeah, and ironically, you got some lefties begging her to stay. But anyway, this one kind of broke my heart. I think her TikTok name is Squid Kid. Sadly, this young lady like to do cosplay.
Okay.
You know, different characters, and unfortunately, I forget. I don't know exactly when it happened, but she committed suicide.
Oh, ooh,
because of
That's
some
rough.
Okay,
A lot of women don't succeed with that one.
She leave a note about why?
I don't think so, but she
Normally have a diary or something about about what they're going through before they actually kick off.
But she had a TikTok, and I checked it out as private now, but evidently she had a lot of racist comments.
Ooh, okay.
Cyberbullying, racial-based cyberbullying.
So yeah, this is probably a cyberbullying case, but
could be. Yeah.
She was a young girl too. She was only 20.
Okay. How come she didn't just get off of TikTok?
I don't know that. I don't have the details of that either. But
yeah.
I talked to Charles about it behind the scenes. He said, if you're gonna do that kind of stuff, you kind of have to have a tough skin because there are some knuckleheads out here in the cosplay industry. So.
Oh yeah. It's just not
the cosplay scene, yeah.
Yeah, and cosplay, they have characters. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just the shy of BDSM. BDSM.
Yeah, and I'm not discouraging, and this is not a. I'm not discouraging anybody want to do cosplay, but understand there's some racist knuckleheads out here that do that stuff, and you should have a tough skin if you're going to do this stuff.
Cosplay is really a white people's arena. So
yes,
yeah,
it is.
So that's why even with MGTOW, that's like when we left MGTOW, is because it is a white people's arena, and if you touch one of them hot buttons, they will come after you.
Yes, they will.
Speaking of that, since you brought that up, BGS, the whole CGA Andrew Wilson thing, like it showed like the whole Christian nationalism thing that. Because in Andrew Wilson's chat, they're spamming like black fatigue and stuff, and that's just because CGA called him out.
Well, you know what? This whole thing, because that's why I like to watch people like Pearl, okay? Because if Pearl goes where the money is, okay. So every day.
Oh Lord!
Can I finish? Okay. The thing is that I've been telling you, Pearl is not a liberal. Okay, Pearl's been attached to these right wing conservatives forever. Okay, her manager is right wing conservative. Okay, right wing Jewish conservative. Yeah.
And BGS, I actually mentioned earlier that surprisingly, like even Hood Conservative like actually corrected what Pearl was saying. Because like the thing that's going around with Pearl, with her going over on Fatties, is he actually like disagreed with Pearl because Pearl was like 60% of black men like before the age of 25 have a criminal record, and like Hood actually like disagreed with her and corrected her, and even like white people like came out and said like she's wrong for that. I was surprised. I was really surprised because, like, that's like
she's okay. She has been bought and paid for. She's a mud shark that's trying to reform herself. Okay?
No. I'm saying
because white dollars pay more. Okay.
Yes. Because she had volume at London show with the dating stuff. Yeah. Like her audience was probably mixed all over the place. Right?
Well, actually, it was 70%, still 70% white. Believe it or not.
Oh,
well,
wow.
that's not actually the point I was making. The point I was the point I was making. Good.
Make your point, Andre. Make it quickly, okay? Instead of cutting me off.
So,
Okay?
like the point I was making is that over there is supposed to be anti-black, and they apparently were disagreeing with Pearl and saying that she's wrong and she's messing up the numbers and saying that like it doesn't discredit her, but like it, doesn't discredit her, but it.
Okay, you're not good at.
Got to give her a little bit of a side eye.
I don't know why you're giving a side eye. Because the thing is, you guys want to believe people from their face about who they are. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They play a fucking character for money.
Yeah, I've always known Pearl was playing character for money. What's the big deal?
Character for money. As long as she could get money by promoting a red pill white manosphere, okay, which is really what you promote. You wasn't really promoting black manosphere. It's actually a white manosphere, okay?
Yes.
She's never
They
been.
already rejected her.
Well, actually, I think she was more just pointing out. Okay.
May, why do you think they fucking rejected her?
She's dating black.
She's trying to compete with them. That's
no.
why.
She's fucking a black dude. That's why.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's most white guys aren't go for her because she's like tall, gangly, and pale.
Yeah.
You think Rolo Tomasi? You think Rolo Tomasi rejects her because she fucks a black man?
Yes. Remember when Rolo got called out for got caught for that burner account that he said that wasn't him, but it was like going all crazy with like
Rolo hates CGA.
And then like his excuse was like, guys, I'm recording the show right now, and there's posts still going out from that account. Like there hasn't been like scheduled posts for the past 15 years, right? Like he's I call him a diet racist. Like he's not gonna go hard ER on his channel or something, but like a lot of stuff he has is very lined up with that. The only guy from that I watch is Aaron Clary outside of
the original red pill. Go back to the blogs, man. One of your major red pill bloggers was a flaming racist, man. Okay, a couple of them were. The thing is, you have to chew. You have to spit out the bones. Okay, with Pearl, Donovan Sharp told Pearl why she couldn't get a lot of traction in the white manosphere as much as she wanted to. It's because she's a fucking muncher. You're a night rider. Okay.
No, because look, man,
Donovan Sharp knows, and she knows it.
Yes,
she knows it.
Yeah, I've been in a lot of white spaces for most of my life. Boarding school, undergrad, grad school. When I've dated white women, they come after me. When we split, I tell them, the next time you go out with a white guy, do not tell them you dated me.
Yeah, okay.
I know how white guys react to that. Like the guys I know, they're like, oh, I know Jules. Jules is cool, whatever. But the guys who don't know me are like, you fucked the black guy. Or
I should have asked for that. Hey, BGS, I should have asked for that video Art played yesterday.
Oh yeah, but the Asian dude, she had the tear.
Asian dude found out that she dated Jamal.
DeAndre. Yeah, what's it, DeAndre? Is that two names? Is that two names? Okay, no, it's one name. Okay,
he said no, one name, and they pay back over to him, and he's out.
Is DeAndre an Asian? I never heard DeAndre is an Asian name. No, he's black. And all of a sudden, you see him shed that tear. And she looked back up and see the chair spinning. He's out.
Well, BGS, if his name is DeAndre and he's Asian, he must be Filipino. That's what I was saying. He must be Filipino. His name DeAndre.
DeAndre, he's mixed. Okay. My sister-in-law is Filipino. That dude is mixed. Okay. Ain't no Filipinos gonna name their kid DeAndre.
I think you all better be prepared that Pearl was testing the waters. And what she's found when she tested the waters to see how well she can do, hate against black men. I think that's gonna be her new brand, hate against black men. And the reason why I say that, let me just tell you, let me just say why. Can I finish?
Yes.
Saying why, and I believe the reason why is because she likes attention, and she got a lot of attention from Fatty. She went on Lead Attorney, and she got attention from him. I know Big J and I know Auntie, and also I think it was Coach. It's a lot of black men. Oh, and Hood Conservative. I think Andre mentioned. So she got a lot of attention. She got a lot of attention, whether she went over there or not. And she's probably going to be reviewing how much attention did I get, because that's her mission.
Okay.
And then she's going to proceed to say, I was successful getting attention because that's what I'm after. So she's going to start attacking black men. That's my thought. You can disagree. You disagree. Okay.
No,
no problem.
She's not the only one doing it right now, is she? There's a whole wave of black.
BGS, I didn't ask you to defend her. I just gave her an opinion.
Hey. You know, learn something for a change, okay? We've been following Pearl since the beginning. White guys did not cotton to her that much is because she fucked the black dudes, okay? Openly, okay?
Yep.
Yeah. Only place
I can say.
Hell, let me finish, okay? Unless you know this shit, evidently you don't. You're not part of the management. We know. Okay? The reason black guys fuck with her is because she was fucking black dudes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And she kept a cap on that kind of shit, okay? And she spoke for the whole management, not just black management, but for the whole one, okay? Before we let her go. At some point, we knew who actually hired her. That's how come they try to rein her in. Okay, and once this Gaza thing blew up, and all of a sudden we had black fatigue. Okay, she went right along with the wave. It's because that's who pays her check. Okay,
she gets attention. She gets views. That's what she's looking for.
She gets money to spread propaganda. Okay,
exactly.
She didn't start it. Why she's picking up is because she's getting paid to do this stuff. That's why.
I'm just saying that's her new frontier. It's her new frontier.
Why is it her new frontier, May?
It is. She's gonna be hating on black men. It's gonna get her a lot of attention. It's the white supremacist time right now.
She's in her Officer Tatum era. That's what it is.
She was never out. She was always in that sphere. Okay.
Yes.
I said she's going to turn up and make that her focus. That's what I just said. Right.
Yeah. She is a redheaded Brandon Tatum.
We already said that. Okay, we said that months ago. Okay, we
said that years ago. I knew she was going to turn eventually.
She's been doing it slowly but surely by bringing in older white women and trad cons and shit like that. She's been trying to make this turn for the last couple of years.
We were saying this 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Or a little over 2 years ago.
I'm talking about right now. That's where she's going right now. That's what
we already know that, May. We know why.
May, come on.
We know why she's doing it. Okay, we're trying to explain why she's doing it. It's not what she's doing. We know why is she doing it. Okay.
What do I often say, gentlemen? What do I often say, folks? This is too easy.
I know. That's
But y'all were just like a year ago saying she was gonna save and be a tool and help black men.
She was a tool. She was a good tool.
Yeah, y'all did. She's gonna introduce it to the public and carry it forth to DC.
Oh boy.
I'll be quiet.
The thing is, May, as long as you've been studying us, okay, which I tell my students all the time, you've been studying shit for so long, you still don't understand it. Well, that's what bothers me. You've been looking at stuff for a long time. You still don't get it. What's up? What's the blockage? I want to understand.
I do get it. I'm telling you what I saw. Yeah.
No. The thing is, you should understand what's in front of you after seeing it for so many times. We explained this stuff. I don't know how many times. Okay, what the focus was and why. Okay, still don't get it. How come?
She's a grifter from day one. I already know what's going on with Pearl. Pearl could not get her a Brad. She couldn't get her a white man to be like all her friends. She's a throwaway. She's a leftover. So she's doing what she has to do to survive because she's not the desirable white woman. She got to fuck homeless black dudes. She has to fuck.
No, she doesn't. No, she don't. She
got a homeless black man.
She likes black dick.
Look, low class.
No,
low
she
quality.
Likes black dick. That's what she
low quality black dick.
I've known plenty of women like her who, sure, they cannot get the top tier white dudes, right? Because most women can't, right? I've known the guys at the Sigma Chi's, the Kappa Alphas, the Kappa Alpha Psi's, all the fraternities, right? The top tier dudes, and they get the picks in that environment. But Pearl would not have been the girl who would have been picked in that environment by black, by white, whatever. But she could find guys outside of that group. Her goal is
she could
practical.
She can find.
Yeah, that's what she's doing. She's finding the practical choice. She find
even they don't want her though. Even they don't want her.
Okay, man.
Then why did she get called a mud shark all the time? She's finding guys who dig her.
Okay.
She's just not.
Which black man married?
She was with the YouTubers for a time.
if she
we're moving on.
if she liked black, if she liked white men, she wouldn't be fucking black dudes. Okay.
We're moving on now.
She's going to a blue ocean.
Yeah.
What? There's a thing that AD been saying for a while.
Andre, we're moving on.
Yeah.
Now, this video came out a while last week, and this little girl, I guess this church is having the kids up in front of the church saying what they're thankful for. Well, this little girl said, "I'm my stepmom because she actually listens to me," and evidently she's going to her mama's church because they did not like that.
Oops.
So let's take a look. Evidently, this was at her mama's church. So, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
What happened?
Your friends. I don't want to hear you thankful for your teacher.
I'm thankful for my stepmom because she's. I can't say that.
You're gonna get it together, and we're gonna start again.
Is a little girl that was fighting?
No, this is different. This is totally different.
Okay.
No, this is totally different. This is
no, she's trying to speak her truth. Well, that's very common in the black gynocracy. Okay.
Yeah, but
that happens in the university, so very common.
Yes.
I'm thankful for my stepmom.
And what else?
I'm thankful because she.
I know.
That's how they train them.
No. Hold on.
That's how they train them.
Hold on. For everyone that's out there in social media land, see, one thing about our church, like our chief apostle stated, the dust has settled. It's settled. So things that's been swept on the rug, things that's been patty cake, we're not doing that anymore. Why?
I'm thankful for my stepmom because she listens to me better than my actual mom. Thank you.
Damn.
Pow! That's why I came to master. I can't do it no more.
The enemy that's trying to rule and reign in you.
Shut up, you devil.
I can't do it no more. That's why I left it. I had to come to the ministry. I can't do that no more.
Yeah. I ain't been to church in about a year now. So
as I just played,
you were my mentor. That's the only time I can actually do it and tolerate it. Okay, I can't do it no more.
Yeah.
You know, the last time I actually went to a black church, I got ridiculed.
Yeah,
and I turned around and walked the bloody fuck out. And
it ain't just in the black church, man. Any kind of organization where women are running, okay, you're gonna hear this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, open the door. So we speak to that. We speak to that spirit that's
They did not. They did not. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God!
On the girl and everything.
Oh
we apply
my
the
God!
blood of Jesus right now over every youth. We apply the blood of
Pause
Jesus
that a
right
minute,
now.
please.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
BGS, this is for you, and it applies to this. And you said it earlier in the night.
What's that?
What the fuck is that?
I've heard this all my life. That's why it's hilarious.
BGS.
Hilarious.
People wonder why young people don't want to go to church.
And people think that the black community is a patriarchy, right? Okay.
Wait. Bishop Bullwinkle. Yeah, well, not the deacon, but Bishop Bullwinkle.
No, find him later.
Let me ask the question. Yeah. All I'm going to say about this is, thank God I was raised Orthodox. You don't see this nonsense over there.
You're in Europe, man. You can't see this, man. You're in Europe.
I was raised in Africa too. Let's not forget that.
That's Africa. There's not gynocratic United States. Okay.
That's true.
Africans say the black women are on a whole different orbit. Okay.
But you want to know what?
That's right.
Hold on. You want to know what black men ain't in the church? This bullshit right here.
Now we apply the blood of Jesus right now.
Your friends. I don't want to hear you thankful for your teacher.
I'm thankful for my stepmom because she's. I can't say that.
Hilarious.
What's that old say out of the mouths of babes?
I'm thankful
Comes the truth
because She listens to me better than my actual mom. Thank you.
Pause. Yeah, it's the way it
Look at
goes.
them. They're like, oh, hell no.
Oh, yeah. You got to
Thankful for
rephrase that,
your
baby.
friends. I don't want to hear you thankful for your teacher.
And let me tell you something. I just sat here and watched a clip of a church that stood up there and asked children what they were thankful for.
Mhm.
And even in the beginning of it, the lady was like, don't say you're thankful for your teachers, don't say you're thankful for your friends, as if they was forcing them to say it was thankful for something else. I don't know.
Black
But
woman,
neither
black
here nor there
woman.
was a young lady. I think her name was Vashti, or I think that's what her mom called her, or whatever the case may be. The mic, it was her turn to say something. And she said, I'm thankful for my stepmom. And then the lady in the back just like, no, like she can't say that. So the girl said, never mind, I can't say that. So the mom jumps up and it's like, no, you're going to say it. We're going to work this thing out. We're going to work it out. Basically like forcing her to speak.
Yes.
She wants to say, and what else you thankful for? The girl could not get nothing out. Do you hear me? She couldn't get it out because she felt like she was going to get in trouble. She already was humiliated. Then you get this lady up here in a yellow shirt. and she goes on and start talking about cakes and whoopings and how the apostle.
And they call us liars, okay? When we say this kind of stuff and this stuff goes on, we're liars.
I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah, we all have.
And I can't condone it anymore. I had to walk away.
We all have.
If they don't do
y'all do realize that the church,
relevant.
Yep.
But she addressed the social media land because she know what we just seen, and then it was being recorded.
Man, I've been going to church for over 40 years. Yeah. There's not much to tell me.
This goes on in the universities. I brought PhDs to tell you this goes on the university. Okay, ain't just the church.
But y'all do realize that the church is ran by gay men. Gay men lead the church. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Mostly gay men lead the church. Yes, it is.
The mothers of the church run the church, okay?
Most of the gay men run the church.
Oh, the mothers of the church run the church.
You don't know what you're talking about, man.
You don't know what you're talking about. No, you don't.
It's a lot of gay men running the church.
She's throwing the fire direct under the bus.
No, you don't. The mothers of the church run the church.
Yes. It's always been like that.
Always been.
They run a lot of the activities and stuff, but the leadership is men.
They run the church. Okay.
Wrong. So she started talking about some old other stuff. What they did to that little girl was wrong. Then y'all forced her to say it. And once she said, I'm thankful for my stepmom because she listens to me more than my mom.
No.
Y'all all
sat
there and humiliated that girl.
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all start taking holy oil. Her hands, then you rebuke whatever is in her, the enemy, and the little girl starts crying.
Get her.
Y'all holding her and stuff. No, that's just how that little girl feels.
Sick 'em. Sick 'em.
Y'all point to the mom and say, no, you just stay right there.
And if that girl walks away from the church when she gets older, I don't blame her.
Nor do I. Nor do I.
What about the girl? Nobody consoled her. Y'all sat there and y'all put holy oil on her and start rebuking me or whatever because she stated her true feelings that y'all forced her to say.
Yeah.
That was wild.
The same shit is going on with them attacking Stephen A right now. The exact same energy, the exact same stuff's going on with Stephen A right now. It had nothing to do with the church.
Yep.
Nothing.
Not a thing. Not a thing.
I'll show you somebody else. What is that girl's name? What did she call herself? The devil's daughter. Yeah, that's her. This
So,
crazy,
no hate to this comment.
this crazy heifer has an entire channel just dedicated to trying to debunk the Bible. Keyword trying. And I would show her X page, but I can't show her X page.
Fair enough.
No, you don't understand. I don't want to get flagged. This video will get taken down.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just here because you don't want to get fined.
Yeah.
All right, Marshawn.
Thank you, BGS, aka Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, her X page is X-rated. Let's just put it that way.
Okay, yeah. What I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, this is why I came to the manosphere, right? Because man, I got tired of this stuff. Okay, in the church, in the schools, in the university, in the pro-black sector, the exact same stuff. Okay, I just got tired. So I got tired. I love my pro-black people, but seeing it's the same stuff. I just had to deal with that shit last night. Okay, and Redfield guys.
This is just a reminder that cosplay is for everyone. And when I say everyone, I mean everyone.
This is talking about the young lady.
Doesn't matter your race, your skin complexion, your disability, sexual orientation, or gender identity. It is for you, and cosplay is for everyone. You may be asking why I'm even talking about this in the first place. Unfortunately, one of our members of the Black cosplay community passed away due to racist bullying. That person is called Ash, also known as Squid Kid. They were gone way, way too soon. They were only 20 years old. As a Black cosplayer myself, I have also received tons of racist comments on my videos and my photos. And just to highlight how deep this goes, even when I cosplay original characters, which is often, I love cosplaying fantasy and original characters, I will still get racist comments on those. I remember posting a fairy princess look, and I got a variety of comments saying that people like me should not be cosplaying fairy princesses. You should go and cosplay an ogre or a troll instead. The biggest thing now, I believe, is to make sure to foster community within cosplay spaces. My DMs are open. If you want to share your successes, if you want to share something sad, if you want to vent about how crazy sometimes this cosplay world is, my DMs are open. Sometimes online cosplay spaces can feel so isolating. And I never want someone to feel that isolated. So my DMs are open if you need any kind of extra or additional support. You are not alone, and you belong here with us. So many other cosplayers.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Here's my question.
When this little girl is old enough to make a decision, she will never go back to church again.
Quickly, Namer.
Why aren't people, I mean black cosplayers and whatnot, why are none of them talking about BlurredCon? Because that's where a lot of black nerds, cosplayers, and comic book enthusiasts gather every year in Virginia.
They may not
that should be given a better platform. That some people need to spread the word about that. I mean, Charles talks about that all the time.
Yeah, but the thing is, you have to understand that if you're going to get into cosplay, that is a white-dominated arena.
Yes,
exactly.
Their arena. So when you go into it, you got to expect you're going to get racist comments
Later
coming
that
back at you.
evening, we thought she was coming to pick us up, but she ended up coming and bringing us a whole bunch of clothes. And she told me and my brother, she said, "You're going to stay with your TT for a little while. Mommy has some things to take care of. I'll pick you up in a couple of days."
Evidently, her father cheated, and their mother slowly moved everything out.
Okay.
Now, what I found strange is that
things the black church gonna get mad at me for saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Man, y'all check this out.
But I don't want to hear no toys. I don't want to hear you thankful for your friends. I don't want to hear you thankful for your teacher. It's not about that right now. You're going to say what you're really thankful for.
What are they really thankful for? If they can't, what's wrong with being thankful for your friends and your teachers? Especially at the age age of children I'm looking at right now. There ain't no wrong with that.
We're going to start off
out of order
with Sister Penelope.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
I'm thankful for my family and God.
Hear the sister, hear the mothers in the church clap.
Yep. That's very common.
Very common.
Very, very common.
And loud.
That he can save my life. And that he gave his own son for me.
Once again.
To be here.
Once again, if you want to, if
What's
you don't
wrong?
understand why men are not in the
Because you got a
church,
bump?
man, mute up. Hold on. There we go.
I'm thankful for my stepmom because she's. I can't say that.
No. You're gonna get it together. You're gonna get it together, and we're gonna start again. And it ain't gonna be just that. We're gonna get it together.
We're gonna start again. Good grief.
Enough is enough. Amen. So get it together.
So they're gonna brainwash you.
Okay. But you're gonna get it together. Try again.
I'm thankful for my
So now they're gonna
stepmom.
embarrass the little girl.
And what else?
So because she's thankful for her stepmama, now y'all finna embarrass the
I'm
little girl
thankful because
she ain't saying what y'all want her to say. Church folk, boy. Woo-wee. See.
We gotta work. I know.
Hold on. For everyone that's out there in social media land, see, one thing about our church, like our chief apostle stated, the dust has settled. It's settled. So
Here
things
comes
that's been
the
swept under the
ambush.
rug, things that's been patty cake, we're not doing that anymore.
I'm thankful for my stepmom because she listens to me better than my actual mom. Thank you.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. Here they come.
Right now, in the name of
Was that out of the mouths of babes or something? Yep.
I speak to the enemy that's trying to rule and reign in you. Right now, open the door. Open the door. See what you will not do. See, the word of God says we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but against the principalities of the darkness that try to do stronghold.
And they wonder why men don't want to go to church.
And what
Don't want to
we
go
will
to church
not
anymore.
have right now in the name of Jesus is that. So the enemy that's trying to live in you, making you think that, we cast that out right now in the mighty name of Jesus, whether you like it or not.
Don't bring Jesus into your bullshit.
Because you will bow down to the Most High God.
Don't you bring it? Don't you bring him
Bring Jesus
in
into
here?
this shit.
And mom, don't you freak out over that. You keep laying hands. You keep praying.
And by the way, some other mothers have come out and pointed out like they got like what?
Who's typing? Is that Jules working?
Yeah, I'm firing off an email. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I will.
Keep moving. All of my prayer warriors, my prophets and prophetess come forth. In Jesus' name. It's not a run.
Don't be putting Jesus into this.
Yeah, Jesus right back there.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. In the name of Jesus.
I'm surprised the Democrats and Obama not in it.
First off, you say you ain't gonna sweep nothing up under the rug, but you swept this up under the rug. This girl got feelings. Y'all just some spiritual idiots. Each and every one of y'all. All y'all up there, spiritual idiots that you can't see that this child is hurting. This young girl is hurting, and all you seeing is she got a devil. Cast the devil out. She ain't got no doggone devil. The girl is in pain. She wants her mom to understand her. She wants her mom to listen to her. Y'all so ignorant. All y'all. Even the mama just dumb. You're not hearing this little baby. She loves her stepmother because her stepmother listens to her. Her stepmother understands her. And she wishes with all her heart that her mom did. But y'all Negroes got your head so far stuck up your that you can't even.
All right, no, I'll say it for them. They got their heads so start fucking the ass, they can't even let that happen.
It is what it is.
Here's
It
this
is what it
baby.
is, as they say.
Well, be her. You don't know. She been acting like I don't care what the girl been doing. She's hurt. She's in pain. That's what children do.
She's
when
honest.
they are in pain, they act out. All you're doing is showing this little girl how to tell the lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
And all you're doing is showing the other children how to lie. Because when the truth is coming forth, you can't handle it.
1984.
And so, I don't know when did it become a thing that the truth became a demon. And so now this baby girl is she's gonna go through her life telling lies, because this is what happens when she tells the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's been that way.
We got to have a little fun here. I got to look at some AI after that bullshit. We got to have a little fun here.
Made down in the chat trying to make excuses.
Hey, bath time. Hey, bath time.
You can't have my
Not the
Cheerios.
puppy.
I see your mouth watering. Get him, boss. Woo!
Yeah, AI
You can't
can
have my
absurd.
Cheerios. I see your mouth watering.
The honey
Get him,
nut.
boss.
Honey bee.
The honey nut. Not the honey nut.
Cheerios.
I see your mouth watering. Get him, boss. Woo!
Congratulations, Chris. You spun big, you won big, and here's what you won. A can.
A big can. Stone Cold.
The rest that can grow in water, and I'm gonna prove it.
Acknowledge me, kid.
Oh, no way. That actually worked.
Ooh.
What's up with this shit, man?
Boom.
At least you got a strike, though.
Yeah, I was trying to talk. Tuesday I was actually trying to talk a lot of small businesses, right, to actually start using this generative AI to make commercials for themselves.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
a great use case, and cheap too.
Yeah, and cheap, and on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube, you can actually distribute your commercials. Okay.
Speaking of which, let me go show you mine. I remixed "Call the Bear."
Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Listen, listen. If you don't like me, you can always call the bear. Call and tell him, come on, come get his meal. Come on, come on, come on. You can always call the bear. Call him. Wait a minute. But you can't use my phone. Warning. This content creator will not be held responsible if you get eaten alive by that bear. Also, no real bears were harmed during the production of this video.
AB, you should use AI for the singing, because your singing sucks.
Oh,
I'm
thank you,
just
man.
saying.
Thank you, man.
No,
thank you, man.
I've heard him sing.
Don't you mean auto-tunes?
The gynocracy has spoken. Okay.
Y'all think y'all want honesty and not lies. I gave it to you.
Man, you want honesty? Man, you want
Uh-oh.
honesty?
Uh-oh, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
No.
Do
you want
it.
honesty?
Do it.
Do it.
You
Do
lucky
it.
my mic ain't good
Do
enough.
it.
Because I'll blow you. Because I can see you under the table.
Yeah, he's a church choir. He's choir.
What, you say you can sing? That's what
I'm
you're saying?
really trained. You lucky. My mic ain't good enough.
You can sing? I don't think so.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, May, for that positivity. Okay, that you all preach all the time. Okay?
Y'all brothers, you said y'all want black women to be honest. Didn't you say that? You said we be lying.
You want us to start being honest with you, man?
No, I don't need you to be honest. I'm good.
No, okay. You want me to start being honest?
You
No.
fucking nuts, BGS. I love
Knock
you.
it
You fucking
Knock
nuts.
it off.
A baboon.
do you slack-jawed warp weasels think you're doing? I am Gunnery Sergeant Hartman. What in the blessed black of space is that face, recruit? You look like somebody beamed your brain out the airlock. Sir, yes, sir.
In Star Trek too, that's fucked up.
Sir, yes, sir, me with that tone. You sound like a warp core whining on level 5. Jackson, you look like you were beamed out of a trash compactor. You call that a posture? Straight up before I strap you to the warp core and see if the vibration shakes some sense into you. Morales, wipe that hopeful smile off your face. Hey, what in the cold?
You tell that two-faced orange motherfucker I said he can kiss my Taylor green ass. And you tell that broken English-speaking bitch he's married to that there's enough for her to kiss too.
Damn.
What they have on?
All right.
Damn.
It's okay, Granny. Don't be scared. I'm coming to save you. I ain't scared. I just don't want your big back coming out here. Right. Whoa,
Lord have mercy.
Oh no.
That's right.
Don't be scared. I'm coming to save you. I ain't scared. I just don't want your big back coming out here. Right. Whoa, Lord have mercy. My arm, Granny.
I'm tired of eating that barbecue from up the street. Where to give you more sauce than to give you meat? But bring your big ass down to Bruh's Barbecue. Tastes so good, make you want to slap your mama. I'm tired of eating that barbecue from up the street. Where to give you more sauce than to give you meat? But bring your big ass down.
Man, why you gotta bring up and fight after that?
Make you want to slap
in
your mama.
You can't arrest me for my Taco Bell. I can tell you're hungry. You can't have it. Get him, Taco Bell Chihuahua.
Not the Chihuahua.
You can't arrest me for my Taco Bell. Get him, Taco Bell Chihuahua.
To sell their product.
You think you can talk to me like that on my stage?
I'm just saying the numbers are off. Any of these people can see that.
Watch your tone, son. I'm running this
Maybe
show.
someone
not
else
you.
should.
Ooh. All right, Lucas, you're bid. Six what? That's a vacuum cleaner, son. Are you out of your mind? 6,000. You better not bid 67, you son of a bitch.
6.
What does it mean? You messed with the wrong old man, you little shit. Square up, bitch.
Whoa, hey, okay.
Come on, let's see what you got.
Man, you serious?
Dead serious.
Okay. $4,000.
4,000 for a
crazy.
coffee maker? That's insane. Out of your mind.
Security.
I'll show you 4,000.
Mr. Barker, what the hell is this nonsense?
Hey, this is my
Who
show.
thinks spinning it like this is okay?
It's a game show, damn it.
Oh my God.
Oh,
You're gonna learn today.
Try me, jarhead.
I'm too fucking old for
Stand
this
your ground,
shit.
Barker.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nobody say.
You could do some good commercials.
Now it's my turn, Granny.
Oh no.
That's what I'm talking about.
Finish him. The dead reject you. Judgment of the dead fatality.
Told you, no animals in my kitchen. Put that down right now.
Oh, I see that.
Ouch.
Oh, the table's waiting for their shrimp fried rice. If you're this slow, I'll finish it myself. Move! Ow! Oh, all right. My fault. Take your time, chef.
At least it wasn't Uncle Roger.
This is my kitchen. Get out, you stupid cat! Wow! Hey, Chef Cat, is that pad thai ready? Come on, it's gonna burn. The table's been waiting 10 minutes already. All right, take your time. The table's waiting for their shrimp fried rice. If you're this slow, I'll finish it myself.
Oh shit.
Baby, where you find this stuff?
Just scroll through TikTok. It's like, damn.
Oh, TikTok.
Oh.
You just
Come on, the guests are waiting for their shrimp fried rice. If you keep going this slow, I'm just going to finish it myself. Speed it up. Ow. Okay.
Even though it's not very easy to make.
You're under arrest, Chancellor.
Are you this was funny.
Master Jedi?
Yes!
It's treason, then.
Yeah. These guys that advertise in their business to small businesses, stuff like that.
Yes.
They would make a whole lot of money.
All types of. The folks in Denmark would be displeased with this shit.
A few moments later.
Today, we are going to give this random homeless person a brand new Mr. Beast wrapped Tesla. Oh, wow. You're the best. No! No worries, sir. We still have a second Tesla just for you. Thank you, Mr. Beast. I can't believe it. Wow, luckily he missed the Tesla this time.
Oops.
Very good.
More vials on the high bar, 5,000 pounds in flight, and the seal is bowing.
Transfer
What, the Keith Lee?
textbook. You can feel the air move each time she
Bolt
swings.
twisting giant into the to catch up. Look at that height.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they call it instead of Simone Biles, it's some more Biles. That's hilarious.
Ah! Hold the graham crackers.
Anybody see Simone's new titties?
What in the world?
Oh, she got a breast. Oh, breast job.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're not huge, but
Yep.
the thing is that, she's not flash tested anymore. So
This is the SBE free area, huh?
The who?
SBE free.
What the hell are you talking about, man?
This content.
Oh boy.
Oh Jesus Christ! Sometimes I think you be drinking a little bit too much.
Off my porch, you mangy thing.
But
I didn't drink anything.
But anyway, back to your point, BGS. I'm not too surprised about that. She got to keep her man. I'm just saying.
No. Okay, she's not doing it to keep her man. The thing is, she wants to be an influencer, right? With clothes and sell merch. Okay, it's kind of hard to be flat chested. Okay, you got to look a little,
Yeah, that's true.
You don't care, man. You can get chicks with 44 double D's.
Mm-hmm.
You don't care about that. She don't have enough to actually, do anything. It makes her shape look better.
Yeah.
She ain't doing
Especially
it for
her
him.
height.
Yeah, she ain't doing it for him.
Yeah. Ate some hot Cheetos.
Oh yeah. That's funny as hell. Yeah.
Get the milk.
Introducing the new McTrump,
I thought
a
this
bold
was
burger
hilarious.
on a blazing orange bun,
See?
drenched in our all-new Clinton Special.
See?
Creamy, salty, and gloriously messy.
Oh,
It's
Clinton
built to drip,
Special?
made to wow, and guaranteed.
This is the kind of commercials they could actually run and actually sell their products. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why small
I was
businesses
cracking up on
haven't
this.
latched
I was
on to
like,
this.
Because I was cracking up when I saw this is actually pretty good.
Yeah, it is good. It is. It's very good. The thing is, if you have a tiny budget and you can't pay production costs, you can't pay distribution costs. Okay, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube distributes your stuff and give somebody like this a couple $100 to actually make you like a 20-second commercial. Good to go. Okay. You can run that and advertise. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
They can make templates and you can just mix and match and just start spanning it out. It's micro marketing and it can get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Or you can make it funny and do a whole series advertising your product. If it goes viral, you're gonna make a lot of money. Go ahead.
You know that Asian guy who does the signs?
Yeah.
That guy does. I would never buy a sign. But if I did, I would buy one from him.
Yeah.
Just because I know I know who he is. He has my attention. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, the hardest thing for a small business to do is actually get attention, right? Because and this is the whole thing about black businesses. They depend on word of mouth. Okay. A lot.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of using tools to actually compete with the bigger guys. Oh, I ain't got no money, and I can shut the hell up and use the tools that are already here.
Mm-hmm.
And these are young people that's saying it. Okay?
Use them both.
There's at least 100 years of science on marketing.
Hold on, Charles. I got you. Go continue, gentlemen.
Yeah. Use them boldly.
Use them boldly.
All right, I gotta get off of here because
you got a busy day tomorrow.
We filmed our first episode of Snowman Cooks on a Budget, and it.
Okay. All right.
This was.
Oh wow!
Let me tell you what's going on. This was Jody's idea. She came up with the title, and she said, "Let's just cook some things on the cheap, and have some fun with it." And she said to me today, most of the folks that know all the jokes that go on in the house anyway. So we're running with it.
Yeah,
we got our first.
Shout out to
you run it. Make a whole bunch of shorts, man.
Yeah. Are you using like Spam potted meat? Like what kind of meat are you using?
You'll have to find out tomorrow at noon.
Oh man, okay, I'm gonna check it out.
And shout out to DC and Turmeric for the Cash App for the $10 and $5 Cash App. Like, share, subscribe, hit the Cash App, support the show, hit the Super Chat. Support the show, and we have the sergeant in the building. What's going on, Charles?
What's up, Sarge?
Prepare for my
Sergeant Mongo in the house. Okay.
It's
I
kind
already,
of funny
hey,
because
BGS, I
Hold
already
on.
got the first. I already
Go
got
ahead.
the
Go
first
ahead.
short for you. I'm gonna send it to you here in a minute.
Okay.
You're gonna get such a kick out of it.
Okay.
it's kind of funny when people don't pay you what you deserve.
Mm-hmm.
But then I have to remember when
You're in the
people
black
couldn't
community.
afford me in the first place.
You're black.
You're black.
Black comes with a discount.
Not over
A
here.
permanent discount.
I'm gonna tell you
Not
this
with
one.
my.
Like May sobriety, I am high off the charts.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh.
with your background, you're still underpaid, in my opinion.
I should be running countries, overthrowing them.
Yeah, well, or protecting them. Traore could use you.
I should be either running the country, protecting it, or overthrowing it.
Yeah.
Don't pay attention to the third part.
That's what they pay you for, right?
I'm gonna tell you what. There's some things you gotta call the writing on the wall, and people expect black people to be suckers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially black men. When a black man has some audacity, nerves, that's the sin against humanity, right there.
Yeah, because because I know a brother with Charles's skills. Okay, they offered him this back in the 2000s, right? Early 2000s, 152 grand for 3 months.
Oh yeah, I could have easily got those. But
there's risk that come along with it. But thing is, you make the money.
I mean,
Charles, I'm curious. Have you ever thought about doing Wagner type, mercenary type work? You ever thought about that?
I've been offered.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he has.
They said those are big contracts, really big.
I've been
severely
offered. Look at the email right now.
But the same reason that the guy told me he didn't take it is because he has a family.
I have a
Too much relying on that.
My son's 18 now, so hey.
Yeah.
I'm free.
Yeah.
Free falling.
Yeah, that's
I'll leave Tom Petty out of this.
Master teacher, peek at your email right now. You are going to get a kick out of this.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
and that'll run tomorrow.
There's one thing in this kind of business. One thing in my line of work, people try to convince you to go for a lower price because most of the people you're working for, you outclass any goddamn way.
Mm-hmm.
So hey, it is what it is.
Indeed.
Is he still asleep on that couch?
I don't
know. I'm just, drinking my cocktail of root beer and brandy. Gotta get the XO brandy. Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
I'm definitely not gonna be trying it. I don't want to try it. I'm good. Plenty more for you.
Well, then again, that's the same thing Neighbor said about eating ass. But
boy. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Where's all the when I need
when you need him?
I know where he is.
Dropping bombs. Okay.
I know where he is. Behind the dumpster, giving rats and cockroaches
all across the
blowjobs.
board that hitting kids generally has a negative consequence.
Yeah, well, the research
hitting kids,
right? Research don't keep the kids out.
All right, I'm sorry, I gotta point this out. Vlad, nobody gives a shit what you think about we do in the black community.
You talk about the original vulture culture?
Oh, he wants eyeballs. Yeah.
Sometimes
Did
an
you
ass
see it?
whooping is necessary.
BGS,
If you
did
tell
you
your
see it
kid
yet,
5
sir?
times don't play with match.
See, this is the reason why white kids become active shooters. Because if you hurt yourself, you remember what the old saying used to be with your parents?
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
Yeah.
No. If you get hit by a car and die, but kill you.
Yeah, but their culture kind of buffers that. Okay.
Barbaric.
Where ours don't. Okay.
Well, you got to realize that for a lot of people, you got to realize this with them is that, like I said before, when it comes to a court of law, they have the age of adolescence, aka boys will be boys.
They do.
You don't have that buffer for black boys. You're considered a man as soon as you.
In our
Soon as
culture,
you can walk.
yeah, we have aggressive mothers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we're taught aggression from our mothers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You don't
Not
see
even our
that in white
fathers. That's a
community.
damn shame, isn't it?
Huh? So what? I mean, you know,
Not even really
understand.
from our fathers. That's a damn shame, isn't it?
The thing is, I know why it exists in the ADOS community where our women are actually aggressive. Okay, it's because it came out of the slavery experience and out of Jim Crow. It had to be. Shit never got fixed.
Yeah,
it never got fixed.
This is
A lot of stuff that never got
the
fixed.
sad part. This is the sad part of why I've had 5'2", 125-pound black women think they could take me in a fucking one-on-one fight unarmed.
Because they're better than you.
Allegedly.
No, they're
BGS, I'm curious. Why do y'all keep resisting? If y'all say that's how it's supposed to be, why do
We
y'all
didn't say
keep
that.
resisting?
We didn't say how it's supposed to be. The thing is, that's the way it is. We didn't say how.
So then why don't y'all accept it and stop complaining? That's what I want to know.
There you go.
Hold on. Let me get it, okay? May. Because the shit don't fucking work. That's why.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask you this one question, May.
Any other questions, May?
I'm gonna ask you this one question, May.
What's that, Charles?
Would you prefer black men to be as benevolent as we are, or rearranging dental work for black women?
Charles, I'm gonna give my honest.
Answer the question.
Answer the
Would
question.
you rather us? Would
No,
you
no,
rather
no.
us be as benevolent as we are?
First, answer the question.
I'm gonna answer the question. I love the way that you black men are already. I don't have a problem with black men.
Answer the question.
I
as it was
answered it.
stated. No, you
I said
didn't.
I like y'all
No, you
just the
didn't.
way
No,
you are.
didn't.
You want me to say what he said? Benevolent?
No. What would you actually prefer it actually be the other way? Yes or no?
I like y'all being benevolent the way you are. I appreciate y'all.
So in other words, black men take a lot of shit because in our deep, darkest hearts, we still like and love you.
Yes.
Even though a lot of you are not good for us. Actually, we try to save you. A man's first job is two things, especially when he's a father. You know who's the number one person a father has to protect their kids from?
The mama.
The mother. Because a lot of y'all are ultraviolet to your kids because y'all think that you could actually control your kids out of honey than vinegar. And then on top of that, black men's mercy black men's grace gives you what you don't deserve. Black men's mercy keep you from what you do.
The IPV murder rate for black men didn't go down until black men stopped marrying black women.
Well, speaking of which, we got a fun
our rate was higher than white women. Okay, until we start marrying black women.
You saying that black women are killing black men? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, I've documented it. It's documented. It's not.
Man, you didn't went too far. You didn't went too far.
Look it up, May. Don't believe me? Look it up. Prove me wrong.
Here's the bad part.
No.
Right?
Go prove me wrong, May.
Here's the bad part about it, right? When you research this shit like I have, when it comes to the criminal justice system, have you noticed that 70% of the time in domestic violence, black women are the aggressor in domestic violence in our community?
Try 90.
I believe that.
Why do you think? What happens when police turn a blind eye? What happens because there's little things that happen when I was a police officer that force women into domestic violence. You have to come with us to actually prove that shit was true. Because the littlest things in the 90s would get you hemmed up because of O.J. Simpson and other things. So let me put it to you this way. Women need to pray that men still actually believe in this system. Because if men treated you as equals, as a lot of these feminists want, I can beat up my equal. Because it's called mutual combat. Do y'all really want mutual combat to be the day of law?
The white man has always protected black women from black men. Always.
Because here's the thing about it. Everybody's sick of your shit, especially feminist women. And it's not because we don't like women or we're these staunch patriarchs. It's because look, we gave you a chance to get the jobs. We gave you a chance for education. What did you do? You bullshit the system and you try to throw it up in men's faces. You literally made a whole generation and a half, probably close to two, not like you. What happens when Superman does not come when Lois screams? It becomes a dark, dark time, doesn't it, May? And women are surely and closely finding that out. There's a lot more. When women live by themselves, they die earlier. When men live by themselves, they live longer.
Oops.
We are polar opposites for a reason in nature. There's nobody, if a man doesn't sacrifice himself for his family, women burn out very quickly, do they not?
That's a fact.
So what women need to do is actually, like I told Mr. Z this years ago, he always gives me credit for it. And it's even mainstream now. If you got a man that makes over $60,000, you need to kiss him right on his cheeks because you got a goddamn superhero because he's making twice as much as the average black man.
Yeah. And this is from 1976. Pull this up real quick, AB. Okay. IPV, murder homicide rate. Okay. 1976. Okay. Look at it. Okay. Shut up, man. If you look at it, right?
I just want to say, can you say it?
Shut up, man.
Just read it, please.
You be quiet. Let me do my
thing.
Okay. If you look at it, right? Okay. Our numbers from 1976 is actually comparable to white females. Okay. And higher than the murder rate, IPV murder rate for black females. Look at it. We didn't get even until actually 1989. Okay, we start marrying these chicks. Okay, start marrying these chicks in 1985. Guess what happened? That number started to really drop. And guess what? By the time we get here, where we are now, we're actually equal to where white men are. Okay.
Do me a favor. Zoom back out so I could screenshot it.
Can you read what the title is?
Intimate homicide. Intimate homicide.
There you go.
Bureau of Justice Statistics. Homicide trends in the United States. Intimate homicide. Okay. You know what intimate homicide is, May? You know what it is? Miss Master's degree. What does that mean?
Intimate homicide is people who are in a partnership relationship, killing each other.
Yes. Okay.
What does domestic violence mean by law?
Violence happening in the home or in intimate partner relationship.
Yeah.
No, carnal knowledge.
Okay. And
as long as you have carnal knowledge, that's domestic.
If you cross-reference this with the black male marital rate, okay, that's when you start to see the drops. As black men stop marrying black women and getting out of these marriages, guess what happens? Okay, the numbers start to drop.
Can you compare the men to the women, please? Black men killing black women.
We just did, man.
It's right there, man. Look at it.
You're rushing me, and I can't see.
Lord of mercy. Okay.
What's going on, James?
Give me grace. Give me grace. Okay.
What did I say, Black? What did I say, BGS? Black men's mercy keeps black women. Black men's grace keeps black women from what they do.
Okay. This is an educated woman. Give me grace. Okay.
The numbers are similar.
No, they're not.
They're
until a certain point.
Look at the white rate. Okay. Look at the white rate.
Greater. Go down to the third or fourth row.
This is 1976. In fact, 1964, which is something that Dr. Curry pulled, okay, it was even higher back then. Okay. It's even higher back then.
See, this is the problem, right? and I had to face this all my life. Educated black men are the foils of the black community.
Mm-hmm.
You are the villain. It is shameful to know something. It is shameful to do research. And it's not because we hate women. We're trying to protect you, and the number one person we protect you from is from yourselves. It you know, there's so many times I will take a drink and a smoke, and I come home and I damn near have one tear coming out my mouth to be like, I understood Harriet Tubman. I rescued so many people who were victims. I could have rescued more if they knew they were victims.
Yes.
You're talking to a person who's front line to this shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's one thing to talk to Dr. Carey or Dr. Neil or Dr. T.S.R. Johnson doing the research. They wouldn't get one fucking number if it wasn't for a guy like me. Are we clear, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So they wouldn't get one fucking number if it wasn't a guy like me.
You know what upsets me? Okay, you asked me for proof. I show you proof. You still don't believe the shit. So I don't do it.
I mean,
welcome
BGS.
to my life, BGS. Welcome to my fucking life.
Yeah.
Like I swear to the immortal living God.
Yeah.
This is what the fuck I go through for 43 years.
Me and cousin T. The thing is, me and cousin Tito going back and forth. I was quoting stats and references, right? Okay, he's giving me hope and if only an alternative guidelines. Okay, I'm quoting what happened by people that the fucking survey. Okay?
I mean,
if you got something in black and white and more than just one reference, please give it to me.
I said before 1989, it looks like black folks was killing each other, black men and women at almost equal rates. Yeah, I see it.
So how come the white man's rate is much lower? Okay, if black men are so violent and doing all this murder and abusing black women, how come our rate is higher than hers?
I'm saying it's about the same between black men and black women killing each other.
No, it's not.
It is. I'm looking at the numbers.
BGS.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say this. After what we saw with that situation in Chicago, you folks like me, all I'm gonna say is this: the longer you keep banging your head on that door, you're gonna be just like that woman in Chicago.
Yeah,
they're gonna you gonna see what the vultures would sorry, Brother Charles said. Y'all gonna find out.
I'm getting tired of people making excuses.
I'm looking at a chart. What are you talking about, dude?
Is that James speaking?
You to read the fucking chart.
James is better.
It wasn't equal numbers until 1990. Okay.
You got my number in the back. You got my number.
I'm HO Charles.
Hey,
Charles, a good day.
I just sent you the chart. Okay.
I'm gonna say this right. The beautiful thing about this space that a lot of people do not realize, you're not dealing with a bunch of researchers who got to go into the field. You're dealing with on the clock people. It's one thing if y'all disagree with BGS because all three of his kids are adults. My son's still in school. I just told y'all what happened when my son went to go help his friend. The next day, good thing he was suspended because the school had to be on lockdown because they brought 40 motherfuckers to the school. If I wasn't off and I hear 40 motherfuckers coming to come get my son,
there's gonna be some dead bodies in the street. Yeah,
I would have called people. I would have made Frank Castle look like a Boy Scout. Remember BGS when you said there's a few things you would happily sit in prison for?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, trust me, nobody would have fucked with me in Hagerstown for that shit. I would have got the ultimate respect, and people would have shook my hand and said I'd have done the same goddamn
I'd have
thing.
been on the rooftop with the M16 picking people off.
I told them, I said, look, if I tell people like James and Sandog who already probably have an inkling what I'm trying to do, You got to understand something, folks. When I gave my son and my godson some of the paperwork I did in Iraq and some of the police department, they looked at me and was like, even today, they said, you're a low-key superhero. God damn. I tell people this shit, not because I'm a bragger. I when people call me a narcissist, I actually tamp myself down very low. You got to understand something. When you're raising a child that's in school currently, I don't fear what my child would do. I did the right thing. My child could defend himself. It's these other motherfuckers that you got to think of.
Fear. Yep.
Because guess what? When he helps his friend and you see 3 bodies laying on the ground, I'm going to say this. I said it before. My son actually killed a guy from sparring. I had to talk him to keep his courage up, to keep his mentality up, that it wasn't his fault. Even the person's family said he shouldn't have done it because he should have healed. You got to understand something. I went through the same shit myself when I wrestled. There's some things that you get that are genetically gifts from God.
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
I may not have natural children now because my daughter died when she was 2, but y'all best and believe anything even come close to harming my children or my family, I'm sitting in jail in handcuffs.
there is no way in hell. And me and Angie ain't touched each other for over a decade. There is no way in hell, even with her other 2 children, there is no way in hell. And Angie and I have a great relationship. Even her second set of children's father. We have a great relationship because he's on Peanut's ass like I'm on Peanut's ass. The only thing I ask him, make sure, I don't care how much you let him train, make sure he's in them books first for 2 hours. He said, deal. Shook my hand and said, deal.
That's an old school covenant. That's how it used to be.
And guess what? Anytime Peanut gets out of hand, I said, if he squares up to you, handle your business, but call me.
Yep.
Because call me. And if he tries to attack you, handle your business. Don't kill him. Don't hurt him too bad, but call me.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to slap the shit out of him because you disrespected a man in his house.
Yes.
Which he would never do because I raised my son well. But God knows if 40 people comes to that school Monday, you don't want to see the God of Water play. I buried that motherfucker. Even in my police years, I buried that motherfucker 2 miles deep. I don't want to send him to school thinking, here comes 40 motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Right.
There are police officers that will tell you to this day. Josh and Terrell. Terrell used to be a lieutenant, which is Josh's older brother, in the district with us. He will tell you, there are some dangerous motherfuckers. Okay? Don't do it. Do not do one of my things. People will tell you, Charles is the nicest guy, the most benevolent guy, joke with you, drink with you, smoke with you, will play with your kids and even put your kids to sleep. But you flip that switch on him, if you fucking hurt a child in front of him, unjustifiably, you do something he doesn't like, he will murder every goddamn person in this room.
Yeah.
And there's things that I try to tell women like May, and I actually respect May because, believe it or not, I respect May to most motherfuckers on the panels. Even if I disagree with May, at least she has the ovaries to come up here on a panel. She's not a bitch.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Pull this up for me, AB. It's the last one. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I will see.
And this is something that Dr. Curry found. Okay. Good night, Snowman. Okay. This is from the book from 1967, Subcultural Violence, right? Okay. Physical aggression is often seen as a demonstration of masculinity and toughness. We might argue that this emphasis on showing masculinity through aggression is not always supported by data. If homicide is any index of all physical aggression, we must remember that in the Philadelphia data, non-white females have rates often 2 to 4 times higher than the rates of white males. Your rate of murdering your spouse was 2 to 4 times higher than white males. Okay? This is 1964. It's not new. Violent behavior appears more dependent on cultural differences than on sex differences, traditionally considered of paramount importance in the expression of aggression. It could be argued, of course, that in a more matriarchal role than that of her white counterpart, the Negro female both enjoys and suffers more of the male role as head of household. 1964, folks, is not new. Okay? It's parental authority and supervisor that this imposed role makes her more aggressive, more male-like, more willing, and more likely to respond violently. Because of most of the victims of Negro females homicide offenders are what? Negro males. Okay? The female
Wow.
striking out aggressively against the inadequate male protector whom she desperately wants but often cannot find. That's 1964. It's not 1989 or 2000. 1964. This is not new, people.
How do you explain? Wow, I don't know what to say.
He just explained it. They just explained it. What are you talking
I
about?
know. I'm processing. That shit's rough.
Well, then process it then, okay? But don't tell me I don't fucking know what I'm fucking talking about, okay?
You got me. You got me on that one.
Okay?
You
Get
got
tired
me.
of that shit.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
You guys come up with what I think and I feel, blah, blah, blah. Prove me fucking wrong, okay? I'm not pulling this shit out of my ass. Get tired of this shit, okay? Prove me wrong.
I'm sorry. I just did not. You're right. I don't have that data, and I did not want to believe that. You are. Yeah, that's fucked up.
But we just say it because we hate black women's. And we lying on black women's. Black women's ain't like that.
I'm shocked. I'm sorry. I'm shocked.
I mean, but
40
man,
years.
you said it with the key word. I don't want to believe that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just listen to what you just said.
Q Luke Skywalker, right? Okay. Q. When Yoda pulled that X-wing out of the swamp, right? Okay? I don't believe it, which is why you fail.
Yep, that's why you fail.
That's why the black community fucking fails. I don't believe it. Okay.
Black community don't want to believe their bullshit. Okay.
Even though the stats.
Here you go, AB. God, you gotta rub it in.
Yeah. You said you wanted to keep it real, right?
Yeah.
Honest, right?
I'm rubbing it in.
Right? Okay.
AB is enjoying it too much.
Hey.
I am. Oh, well, get over
You're
it.
not satisfied with BGS. You want VHS, okay?
Oh, VHS.
VHS is a motherfucker, okay?
I do admit. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I could go on a whole fucking jihad and do this all fucking day, and I got 7 PhDs to back me up.
God forbid the other
I can be
people
on a
who.
jihad and do this all fucking day.
God forbid the other people who work in law enforcement who can fucking tell you the stats.
I got people in military. I got people in government. I got people in academic circles. Okay, I got all kind of people. Okay, I could do this fucking all day if I really want to. Y'all gonna make me mad one day. Okay, I'm really gonna go on a fucking jihad.
I don't want you to go to jihad.
Y'all think y'all don't like me now? Okay, I was telling Master Yao yesterday. Okay, I could not do what Kevin does. Okay, because Kevin is much kinder than I am.
I didn't say you act ugly. That's why I tell you I don't need your honesty.
You know, when you look at the Justice League,
you just asked for it on this panel. Did you not?
When you look at the Justice League, who's the nastiest person on the Justice League?
Probably Batman.
There's two people that comes to mind: Batman and Wonder Woman.
I say Batman.
You know
Batman's
why Wonder Woman said it? She told
why?
Wally West, aka the Flash, "You know why I don't have the Rose Gallery of you and Bruce? Because when I deal with an enemy, I deal with them." She doesn't believe in rematches.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a reason why I had to be neutered by YouTube. I am the atomic bomb to all the people. See, BGS is the lecturer. I'm the thunderer. Okay? Before you come for BGS, you got to get through me. See, BGS will lecture you for 2 hours and embarrass you. Give me 15 minutes and I'm telling you the fucking numbers of your address.
Now that's true. There's a couple of people like you.
And I told people who came for BGS. And BGS knows I do it like a fight. If it's one-on-one, handle your biz. But you come for his family and his daughter, motherfucker, I'll come see you. Because we don't play by the rules.
I
Once
think
you
you know.
I actually had to tell a couple of people, look, I don't have a problem. You have an intellectual discussion or debate with anybody. You start bringing people who are not a part of this space in it, take me. You want to come for me? Come for me. One person says, I'm gonna do something to your son.
Ooh, that's not a good thing to do.
Ain't nobody finna Charles. Ain't nobody finna mess with you. I promise.
You'd be
Ain't nobody
surprised.
finna mess with you.
Some people do.
No. This is what I said. If my son doesn't beat you into plasma, you got to remember the 270-pound guy that's behind him. See, you're messing with Calabac at that time. You didn't see Darkseid yet. You know,
Charles, I'm curious. Have you encountered black men? Because you're talking about like real life experiences. Have you encountered black men? I don't know if you worked in that type of police work, but have you encountered
so
black male domestic or beatings
I'm
or?
gonna just fill this in. I've worked 15 years in patrol. When somebody asks me, one of my godsons asks me, what's the hardest part of policing? It's patrol. There will be no detectives without patrol officers. How would you get the call if we don't call you? First of all, if you don't have the ground base, there is no detecting.
That's true.
So I've encountered literally, I can say it proudly, thousands. Either my calls or being involved with other people's calls. I've written several warrants for male and female domestic violence. So please ask your question. The expert is here. I'm probably going to answer it a little bit more. I'm probably going to answer it a little bit more honestly because this branding and root beer is hitting really well. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm curious. In when you've had to answer calls, you've had men call because of women. Well, I'm just asking, like, what has been your experience with that? Kind of going with what
Okay.
BGS said.
Because
Men being victims of women.
Men don't normally call.
Okay, I'm gonna answer yours. You may excuse me because when I'm drinking, my Baltimorean accent actually comes out a wee bit more.
We'll deal with it.
Statistically, men don't call for domestic violence because men have a certain pride about themselves. Like, why am I calling? It doesn't mean men don't, but we typically don't. Number one, men will take a lot of abuse from women because, especially black men, because we don't think they can harm us. We've always been taught since little, especially if you have a little sister or an older sister, don't hit your sister back. You're not supposed to hit girls back.
Yeah.
Thank God my parents never taught me that shit. Now, how you raised is how you're going to be. When you don't tell your sons to defend themselves or to actually treat themselves as valued, what you did was you told black boys who turn into black men eventually that your self-worth is below hers.
Facts.
So in other words, you take her abuse, you take her nonsense. My ex-girlfriend was famous for saying this one line. I got you. I could afford to be absent-minded. No, the fuck you can't.
Why I'm single, but anyway.
So what happens is you'll see a lot of black men when you're arresting them because they pushed the chick off of them, and she'll call because the weight of the fucking United States government is against you since day one, A1, black man. You arrest him, and I'm telling these black men, and they're showing me scratches she put on him, cut wounds she put on him. They show you knife marks on the door when she got mad. See, the one thing, yeah, exactly. The one thing black girls are never taught, and especially if you notice at a lot of black, I won't say most, but a lot of black homes where they're even when there's a father, the mother doesn't want the father to discipline the daughters. So what did you just do? You just told the daughter she is above reproach. If I would have had a daughter, even my niece will bow her eyes to me if I tell her she's wrong. You listening, May?
I'm listening.
And
I got myself on mute.
I'm the same motherfucker, and I will tell you candid stories. This is the reason why a lot of people, excuse me, I'm not going to be articulate, why they fucks with me in this space. Because I'm very articulate, but I'm on some down home nigga shit today.
Mm-hmm.
I had a wisdom tooth pulled, and my niece had my first great nephew, who's about to be 17 next month. I told her you can stay as long as you want, but two things. Don't let anybody hear it without my permission. And don't invite anybody without telling me first. So this is PlayStation 3, Fight Night 3, by the way, to give you a timeline. Still one of the best in the world. My record was 1,500 wins, 500 losses. You goddamn right, I was one of the best in the world. I'm laying back because, the meds were hitting. All I hear was, you keep putting your hands on me. My black ass rose like goddamn Mark Calloway, a.k.a. The Undertaker. Is she talking to herself or the baby? So for some reason, I'm in ninja mode going down my steps. I see her child's father have her by the neck, choking her with my great nephew in her hand. All I seen was red. And this motherfucker, I said, what the fuck's going on here? And why is he in my house without my permission? Oh, I'm going to just leave. As my nephew told me, because I kind of blacked out a little bit, he said you grabbed him by his chest and waist and you suplexed him on the floor.
Yeah, he turned it to Kurt Angle.
And he said he said he stood up and tried to swing at you and you hit him with a fucking two-piece that dropped him. And he said that was the most spectacular ass whooping for 7 whole minutes that you could have. And for all you people who think this is during me, when I was still in the department, very early in the department, by the way, my niece gets on the phone to call the police, and I heard the 911 calls because all your calls on 911 are recorded. My baby father is fighting my uncle, and my uncle's a police officer. And to let you know, if you're familiar with Baltimore, I lived in the Eastern District. I'm an East Side boy to the day I die. In fact, I'm from the East Side. I graduated from Lake Clifton. So when I mean the entire Eastern District, it was 25 fucking cars in front of my house. So not only was it the Eastern District, it was also other surrounding districts at my house.
Yeah, cop in trouble, yeah.
Yeah. You guys have an internal affairs?
Most big police departments do, by according to the Kerner Commission, they have to.
When they were coming, was it because you were still on dude and they had to pull you off, or you were done with him at that point?
I think Charles cut out for some odd reason.
I'll respond in what? I'll synopsis. So, if there's a officer, any call, right? They're gonna go on the side of the officer because they already assume there's imminent danger to the officer. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They're not, excuse my language, they're not gonna fuck around with that because you don't know what the context is. And obviously, most officers have firearms in their houses. It could be an array of things.
And
yeah.
the biggest thing they say it could be me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I've actually seen enough dash cam footage and other types of footage. Yeah, I can understand why they take the officer side because sometimes people do put them in some really fucked up situations.
Well, they don't know. But if an officer is involved, okay, 9 times out of 10, it's pretty serious because they're trained not to get involved like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And most people are not gonna fuck with cops. Like 90% of people are not gonna fuck with cops at all.
So I can only say on the Charles probably liked in the department, well known, and they heard that name. The cavalry's coming. They ain't no games.
Yeah.
Even though he
BGS, I don't.
Even though he didn't need no help. Even though he doesn't need any help. But
nah.
Well, BGS, I don't know if you watched any of my green pill presentation. I don't know if you did.
I watched maybe a minute of it. Okay.
Oh, that's it. Oh man, you didn't give me a chance. But in that, one of the things I did talk about in there is out of the 10 real, points about women's true nature is I talked about violence, and I think that is absolutely true. I think women are much more violent than men will ever be. I really believe it. And I'm talking about all women. I don't mean just black women. I think that's a mistake that people make about women is that we're not violent. I think we're naturally inclined to violence. And it is because I think God knew that you couldn't give us muscles and all this other stuff and strength because I don't think men would stand a chance.
It's not about men standing a chance, okay? The thing is, why is male violence restrained? Because they would kill everybody.
Yes.
Yes.
Men's violence has to be restrained. We're taught to do that because we wouldn't have a society if it wasn't.
Yeah. I mean, man, all you gotta do is look at just that old films of just like from tribes where what would happen when the men were killed? They're gonna decimate them women.
Oh yeah, I mean, if women had the strength of a man, they would have to adopt the same structure. Okay.
Yes.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have a society.
I agree.
So I don't think women. I don't think women are actually men are way more violent than women. Okay, way more violent.
Which is why I laugh at the feminists talking about men.
But it has to be restrained.
Which is why I laugh at the women talking about, oh, it'd be such a perfect world if there were no men around. Yeah. Really?
Those are weird women if they think that.
I would tell any woman that believes that women are more violent, take a shot of testosterone for about a couple of months and see what happens to you.
See what happens.
About the aggression and violence that will come out of you.
Yes.
Well, I think men have testosterone, which makes them more aggressive naturally. But I think that women are triggered by anger. And when we get triggered by anger, that's when we become violent.
Why do you think men control their emotions? It's because of consequences. Okay?
Consequences, man. That has nothing to do with what you're saying.
It has nothing to do with what you're saying.
So y'all don't think women are violent then?
I'm not saying they're not more violent than men. No, they're not.
No. Listen, man. Listen to what he's trying to say. I don't think it's about the level of violence. It's the level of consequence.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's like when you look at empires, Rome, Hannibal Barker, right? At those times, there was no mercy. And that's how wars were fought. Even to this day. I mean, you think about it, like the United States has been in war for the last 20 years. Do you really think that there's a reason why they don't show the footage anymore from Vietnam? Like, women don't understand what it's like to go into certain compounds or parts of the world and they're telling you, excommunicado this person.
Yeah.
Oh,
why do you think Nigerian women in Nigeria are passive, but when they get here in the States, they're aggressive?
Yes.
Consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have a story from a white Vietnam veteran I was talking to. And he just flat out told me, one day we were on patrol and we stopped upon a village of women and children and we mowed them all down.
Yeah.
And of course, I looked at him like he was crazy, but like he just looked at me like, okay, bro, you've never seen kids just run into camp and blow the whole camp up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've never seen. I had another black Vietnam vet tell me the bombs would be in the baby's diapers.
Yeah.
Or it's nothing to play with.
No. I mean, the thing is, and James can tell you this: how if that was the case, how come a men's prison is more violent than a women's prison?
Exactly.
If women are more violent, how come it's more violent than the men's prison?
I think that women are more violent, but I think that we don't act on it because we know we can't win. That's what I believe. I think we don't act on. Women don't act on. Listen, what I'm saying. Women don't act on half of. We don't act on 90% of the stuff we would like to act on. I think we churn up anger and stuff, but we have to end up suppressing it. The same way y'all do.
Okay.
Y'all can't act out on your violence. We can't act out on it either.
The thing is, in a women's prison where there's all women, there's no men. Okay, you're all equal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How come the violence level is like 10 times less than it is in a men's prison?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I'm asking you, okay? No, I want your honest answer. Why do you think that is? That women are more violent than men?
I mean, I can't explain prison culture, but my guess is that maybe men in the prison, and maybe they don't feel like they have anything to look forward to, or maybe they're going to be in there longer, so they have to have more violence to survive. I don't know.
In other words, the violence is less restrained inside a prison than it is on the street.
Okay, yeah.
Same thing in the women's prison. It's less restrained. Okay, how come men are still more violent than women are?
Mm-hmm.
That, I mean, you got a point. I mean, that could be a proof that, in prison culture, men act out their violence.
In other words, I'm a STEM guy. Okay, run the fucking experiment and see what happens. Okay, you got women's prison where nothing but women. Okay, same rules apply. You got a men's prison, nothing but men. Same rules apply. Okay, ain't no women in a men's prison. Okay, how come there's more violent in a men's prison? If the same rules apply, all things being equal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe in prisons, only thing I could say, I'm not arguing the point. The only thing I could guess is maybe it could be that a lot of the men are there for longer periods of time, and maybe women have less time that they're in jail. Maybe they do lesser crimes. I don't know. I'm guessing. And it could be that women are like, let me stay, lay low so I can just get on out of here and get back to my kids. Maybe. I don't know.
You're guessing.
Yes, okay. Of course I'm guessing. I don't have any data. Absolutely. I said I'm guessing.
We're giving you data, okay? I'm giving you data. Go ahead, James.
No, I was just saying, I work in the prison system. It has nothing to do with less time. It's nothing to do with that. Nothing.
So you think men are just violent? Men are just naturally more violent?
They're more violent than women are. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you just have to understand perfect example. Prisons, you have I'll use the West Coast, and the BGS can attest to this.
Yeah.
I would say when you have back then segregation, and then you have to come into a facility where blacks, whites, Aryan nations, XYZ, you're going to see more of a protectionist ideology, right? Therefore, when you have that protectionist ideology, violence has to be the number one benefactor, because everyone is trying to control a particular position or a role inside that confined space.
Mm-hmm.
Women do not operate in that same manner.
No, it's not in them to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to see a female take a razor or start a riot inside a prison. Because of XYZ, this person comes in, he might be a snitch. XYZ, this person has beef with this person. You're not going to see that in a female person. Never.
And prisoners prey on the weak inside of prison.
Yes.
Yeah, prison culture and military culture, those are different. We started out talking about domestic violence. And so I think in a way, I don't want to generalize it. I think when it comes to domestic violence, I think women are more violent. That's just my thought.
Okay, in the white community, men are more violent. Is because in the black community, guess what? Women are actually protected. Okay, a black woman can always call the white man on her man. Okay, and men know that. So she can do a whole lot.
White women can call too. They do.
Not the same.
No, not the same, man. I'm telling you straight up, not the same. It's always been.
You saying white women don't get any help when the police come?
They don't get the same amount of help.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
How y'all figure? Where y'all get that from?
Man.
Look at the homicide stats of white women and white men versus black women and black men. Okay,
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when a white woman calls the police. You're telling me that she's not going to get any support like a black woman would.
No, she won't. No,
she won't.
She won't. No,
How do y'all know that? How?
Number one, stats, and number two, we've seen this shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, man,
in 1963, I saw my father in the back of a Dallas police car at least every other week. Okay, because my mama called.
Let's just say we can't prove that white women don't get help. We can't prove that.
We'll use the historical context of this. The fact that in white culture, white males have a propensity of making it quite clear: you cross me, I will end your life.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, I'll use the mob. Right? You always notice when the wives of these mobsters, when it came down to it, if they got pinched, one thing you knew, the wife was not going to open her mouth because it was quite clear she'd be excommunicado.
Okay, that's the mob. That's a mob.
No, man. Listen carefully. I don't want you to specify this. It's always been throughout a lot of white male, the ideology. No matter if they're mob, insurance policy, you see it all the time. You just seen it with that sister. Recently.
Which one?
The one that just got stabbed up, doinked up.
The divester lady?
Yes. It doesn't matter.
Is he in jail?
Yeah, I think white men are in general crazy as fuck. That's just my perspective.
They don't have the same kind of
yes.
They don't have the same kind of repercussions that black men do.
That's what I'm saying, man. So for you to
had those been black boys that actually beat up on that on that woman, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of black girls, but all kind of hell with a busted.
Yeah. They've been YDC already.
That's what I'm saying, man. So for you to argue and say that's not true, it's like you've seen this throughout history.
I just can't prove that white women don't get support in this so-called feminist system they created. I can't see it.
Go research it, man. You're supposed to be good
I'll research the perception of whether or not white women feel like they're being helped when they get domestic violence.
And bring in the stats that go along with it, okay?
Okay, tell me what stats. I mean, what is narrow it down. Narrow it down for me.
I'm not going to do your work for you. You go research it, okay?
Is it I will do the research, but is it perceptions by white women that I should look up? Perceptions of white women.
Perceptions, violence rates, murder rates,
everything.
Rates, everything. Okay.
I mean, look at just the when it comes to child pedophilia.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Like I mean, and I'm not trying to generalize all white boys, but we're going to talk about the percentage. It's the majority of white males. So again, this goes back to I don't understand what you don't see, but
what I'm talking about is when they get calls for domestic violence, white women don't get support. That's the only line I'm looking at.
They do now is because of O.J. Simpson. Okay,
yes,
VAWA.
Okay, so they do. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
They do now, but they didn't. They didn't
get that for a majority.
Okay, they do now. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I was going to say because I think they get a lot. Because I remember that lady who was with, what is his name? Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp. She said specifically, she said, I am a woman. I'm a white woman. And if I call the police, anything I tell them, they will believe me and they will have your ass locked up no
Yeah,
matter what you say.
and
She said that speech.
that's the because of OJ and because of Barack Obama, which actually activated the Me Too shit
Yeah.
because it didn't happen before that. Okay,
It didn't
Okay.
happen.
it didn't apply before that.
Okay, we're in agreement there. We're in agreement there. But when it comes to domestic violence, I honestly I do think that women want to act out. And I mean I have no way to get statistics for what people want to do. It's just my assumption. I don't know if y'all seen that video of that. There's a video of a German girl in a bar. Y'all probably have seen it. And
The Russian
she's
guy,
yelling.
the Russian guy.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She's German and he's Russian. And she goes over and she's fussing at him and she leans in a very aggressive way. I think her alcohol got the best of her and she forgot that she was in a female body. And she reached out and I could tell that the guy was ready because as soon as her hand hit his face, she flew, bam, hit the bar and fell on the ground. And you could tell in that second when she looked up, she really realized I fucked up. Fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, but
Yeah,
go ahead,
and
BJ.
the thing is, people ask me, he said, how come a black woman can actually call the Klan on her husband? Should be unthinkable, right? Okay, they did it all the time.
I mean, I've heard my mother try to call police on her own brother.
Her own brother. Basically, what's the most famous phrase when a black man gets out of hand? Right? I'm gonna get the white man on you. Okay, where they learn that shit from? That should have been passed down for 200 years.
It's
Okay.
not just black. It's not just black. I've seen there's lots of people doing that of different colors.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they do.
All right.
Yeah, they do.
All right.
Man,
All right, man.
man. I'm just gonna tell you from obviously.
So white
BJ said,
women don't ever call the police
man, hold
on
on,
their
man.
husband.
Let me say this clear. BJ have said this, and I agree. Only people that see the darkest part of society: enforcement, sex workers, and medical staff.
Yep.
Right. So I'm telling you from a law enforcement perspective, what BJ is saying is 100% correct.
That white women and Asian women, they just don't call.
No, they do not. They do not.
Because they're not going to get the same kind of credibility.
Yes.
You just said they get credibility now since in the
No.
recent times.
You're not listening to.
Listen carefully, man.
I listened to
Listen for a change, May. Listen.
I listened. I heard what you said. I'm repeating it back.
No, you're not listening.
You're not listening.
You said now. You said that's what you said. You said now. Ever since O.J. Simpson, they do get credibility and help. You said that. You said it.
They still don't get the same kind of looks that black men do. Still
They
don't.
do not, man. I'm telling you. I'm at work as we speak. And trust me. And a lot of it too is because that society dominates that space. And they know how their women are. They're not foolish. That's what I think black women don't understand. You just think that that male dominated space are not as bright as assumed. Like, no. I mean, what's that show when that they had the black sister reverse roles with a white male in the kitchen? He was like, "Well, you need to learn how to cook.
Oh yeah,
That's your job." You know what I'm talking about, BJ?
Yeah, I know.
Right?
I mean, have you ever seen a white woman, a white woman, a white NBA basketball player have his baby mama jump up in his face like Brittany Renner did?
Basketball and all these other. Y'all be bringing in mobs.
Man, just listen, man.
Answer the goddamn question.
It's a question, man. It says you're internalizing it.
No, that's internalizing.
No, I'm just saying. Why you gotta use celebrities and weird stuff?
Hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a celebrity.
Celebrity or
not.
Have you ever heard a first lady talk about her husband the way Michelle Obama talks about Barack?
Never.
Ever.
Even what she did recently with the whole straight hair thing. And
stars into it, that's a whole different dynamic.
No, it's not.
Because when you, yes, it is, because there's a consequence that there's not for regular people. If you have Michelle Obama and she calls the police on Barack, because they're public and political figures, the consequences for both of them are horrible compared to Joe Blow, nobody knows, getting a call at their house. It's different.
No, turn your background off.
Hello?
The thing, we see this shit from the White House all the way down to the fucking projects. It's the same shit.
Don't worry, the consequences are the same, is all I'm telling you. The consequences are not the
That's true.
Here's the point, Meg. The consequences are the same. Sometimes they're even more heinous depending on how much that man has to lose. Okay?
Yeah, that's the point.
And then you got to understand something. A Pookie has to fear jail. A successful man has to fear ruin.
Yes.
So imagine you're a police officer and the chick's jokingly saying, I could just say that you beat me up and they'll take your career away.
Mm-hmm. Which happens.
Do you know, I'm not going to name the names, there was a SWAT guy who was in the motorcade when he left the SWAT unit. His wife at the time threatened to take the kids away because he's so skilled with a fucking handgun. 50 yards away, he hit her with a headshot from a window. Had dinner with his kids and was arrested by the police. I actually met the guy years ago. Women don't play fair when it comes to the emotions of men. You motherfuckers always hit under the belt. Why do you think people like my boy Josh, the only way to hurt him is not to let him see his daughter? But you want child support. But this same bitch joined the military and committed fraud, saying that she didn't know where the father was, which by law, you have to fucking sign your rights over to the other fucking parent in case of deployment or activation of any kind. Fraud. She should be court-martialed. And don't worry, in 2026, I'm going to be his fucking manager and tag team partner to get that bitch kicked out of my fucking army because she's disgraceful and utmost dishonorable. But nobody hears the tears of black men, do they, May? Yeah, this is the number one issue I have with black women. You motherfuckers treat your men like they're disposable. Y'all don't care how we feel. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't even know us. Y'all don't even understand what
selling drugs is encouraged by the woman to make money.
Most drug deals are encouraged by their fucking family.
Yeah, their mothers.
Your own mother is a detriment. A black woman is a bigger detriment of the growth of a black boy than the police. If anything, I will put money on the table. Right, I will put $100 on the table right now. There's more police officers that save black boys' lives than black mothers.
Yeah. And turn on echo cancellation. Charles.
I'm gonna just mute it.
Go to your audio settings and turn on echo cancellation.
If you're on the phone or iPhone, it'll be underneath the audio section.
It should be the same setup. It should be the same setup.
What about now?
That's perfect.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
I'm going to tell you, there's more police officers, more coaches who save boys' lives than their own mothers.
Yes.
To a black mother, she's only going to look at that boy as something to either be used against his father, as protection against the homosexual she sleep with, or as the gateway to get out the fucking hood if he's athletic or smart enough. There is no such thing as true love of value of self in the black community when it comes to a black boy. May, do you know the 3 things I've said in this space for how long? How long have I been in this space?
2016, so we're good. Coming up on 10 years. Yeah.
Yep, almost 10 years.
For 10 fucking years. Do you know the 3 things the black community don't give a fuck about? I want somebody to put this in the chat from time immemorial. Number 1, black boys and men, education, and being the heroes of your own narratives.
Yep.
We have a sorry ass hero complex that we looking for people to save us, but we don't save ourselves. Does the East Indian look for some politician to bring him out the dirt? No. Does the Chinese, the Korean? No. How does the boys of every other race get treated?
Charles, I'll do you even better. How is a boy 10, 13 years old supposed to be a man if he's being told, well, you don't dress a certain way, you don't act a certain way, or you don't fuck a certain way?
Oh yeah, that's a big. White men don't hear that much. Okay,
they don't. I live in a predominantly white state. I've been around many white males and females. I have never heard a white female say, well, his dick's not big enough, but I'm not going to talk to him because his dick's not big enough.
Or he don't fuck well, or he can't make all kind. Yeah. I mean, it's hilarious sometimes. Man, I've been hearing this for so long, and how black men actually train to serve. Okay, and
you hear black men say they don't want to be bothered with a black woman with no butt.
Shut up,
May.
That's who trains you to like overweight women.
The thing is, May, when I first heard white dating coaches talk about a woman's orgasm is not important, okay, I was done. I had never heard that shit before, because as an 11-year-old boy, your first job is actually to make her come. Okay, your sex had to be on point and make her come.
Yes.
Since I was 11 years old, okay, I had never heard this shit before. I said, "Wait a minute, I said, fucking time out. What do you mean a woman's orgasm is not important?" I never heard that shit before. When you go around the world, guess what? Everybody thinks the same way. Her orgasm is not important, okay? Except where? In those black community, okay?
What happens? What do you think would happens? I'm gonna ask everybody who's a comic book fan. What happens to a Kryptonian when he's in a blue or yellow sun?
Get stronger, I think, right?
Anybody else want to take a bet? Anybody?
I ain't got no clue.
Who's the most famous Kryptonian? Everybody knows.
Superman, of course. Yeah.
Superman.
The only one left, really, for the most part.
Depends on the continuity, either the last one or the last 200. So when a Kryptonian is bathing in the sun, the longer he stays in it, the stronger he becomes. What happens when you take a black man and you take him outside the black community?
Yeah, that's true.
I'm stronger. But in our community, they'd be like, "Oh, he's too smart. He's too geeky. He talk weird." Or
that's why I call passport Keisha patty rollers. Okay, coming to get your escaped slaves back.
Yep. They get the paddy wagon.
Get the patty rollers, the slave catchers, trying to get them back. Okay,
What happens to a black man when he leaves the community? Do you know the first time I left the community is when my mother and father paid for me to wrestle in Germany when I got that so coveted bronze medal, and they asked me if I was good enough.
Yeah, I know, Charles.
Charles, I want to address what you said. That makes me sad. That honestly, when you really, I can tell you really feel it. Like you really feel as a black man that black women just really don't care. I can tell you sincere. And you're not talking from a place of you're not talking from a place of get back, and you're not talking from a place of of some kind of retaliation. You like for real feel it,
You know,
and
I'm
that makes
I'm
me
gonna
sad because I don't.
I'm gonna tell you this, May. One of my best friends said I'm bitter about black women. I said, no, I'm not bitter. I have awareness. I said, unlike you, I actually had a father in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I said, there's a difference between me and you. My mother and father told me to be daring. Your mother told you to be a bitch.
Mm.
And most black families did.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Boys.
My parents asked me, am I good enough to go to Germany and battle people in England, Germany, Russia, America? I said, I'ma fuck them up. And they fucking took the ticket and I did what I said I was gonna do. Your mother never believed in shitting you. And I'm gonna say this, right?
Yeah.
This is the greatest cardinal sin of every black man. You're not a man until you leave your own fucking people. If with all the
That's what
credentials,
right now.
with all the credentials I
What
have,
they be?
That's where the community's at right now. We have to leave our own people.
The thing is, the black manager has been documenting this stuff for the past 10 years. Nobody still don't want to believe it. Okay.
I'm going to answer you one on one real quick, May. I'm going to answer you very candidly. A man with my credentials, if I was Asian, if I was white, if I was Hispanic, Arabic, whatever, Native American, whatever you want to call me, except
Highly
black,
regarded. Highly regarded.
I will be highly regarded. I will be a god. How many places do you see war veterans in Italian communities, Jewish communities, Polish communities are highly revered? I have more white people. It takes other black veterans to say thank you for your service. I had young 20-year-old white dudes in college look at my hat at work. 10 of them in a line to shake my hand. Thank you for your service, sir. I had white women, young white girls, shake my hand and hug me. You're our hero. Thank you for your service. People who probably, if I didn't wear that hat, would say two words to me.
Mm-hmm.
And the black man, you gonna fight that war?
Yeah, yeah.
You fighting that man?
Let me put it to you this way. Why do you think when that last episode of Invincible happened, when Conquest said that line, I am so lonely. Other Viltrumites fear me, but they send me out to commit atrocities on their behalf. A black man is a victim of his success, but also he's the hero of everybody else's failures. You know why we don't smile? Give us a goddamn reason to. We don't even have women who were. You know, the deepest conversation I had with my grandfather was and my father at different times. And this is about black women. A black woman's appearance shows the world what she thinks you deserve. I want everybody on this goddamn panel in this goddamn chat think about what the fuck I just said. Your women don't even respect you enough to keep in shape for you, to look good for you. We have the most ridiculous, clownish fucking group of women. But what did I always tell you? Any black woman that's in shape, there's rubies, diamonds, and emeralds that could not match your beauty. But you know who's the number one motherfucker who don't believe it? It's you.
Yep. I mean, I will piggyback on what Jeff and Charles, and they can attest to this. It is quite interesting to see right now in the state of the United States prison system, there are a lot more white males because obviously of fentanyl and XYZ. Till this day, I have not seen the percentage of white females come to prison compared to black sisters that come. As BGS says, white women do not accept criminal activity. It brings any light towards their family and their well-being, the social status society. Black sisters who are attorneys, parole officers, 9 to 5s, PhDs, will come here knowing this individual is a real detriment to society, not the one that got caught up or XYZ. I'll even say it to the point where we don't even live in an era where gangs were strongly influence. Scammers, cheaters, these sisters still come here with a smile and think that's socially acceptable.
And waiting for them to get out.
And wait for the motherfucker to get out. But then we'll look at a person who's trying to be productive, white collar, blue collar, educated, whatever. And look at him with disgust.
I remember I knew this woman. She had 171 IQ. Okay, and she had 3 boyfriends that were in prison.
James, straight up, especially now that I'm in my 40s, I've come to the conclusion that some women date low-life males because they can't handle a real one.
No, black women like compromised males. They do.
Yeah, they do.
That's not all black women do that.
No, May, listen to me.
I've never been attracted to a compromised man.
Don't get with that all shit, okay?
No, May. I hope again. I'll say this. Stop internalizing. I'm telling you what I see, and we don't even have the prison rates that were in the 90s, the 80s, 70s. I'm telling you, on the ground, I see more sisters come in here for compromised men.
They do.
I see. I'll be honest with y'all, and I'm excluding what Charles had to say because I'm not putting anything towards that because I said what I said sincerely to him. But the rest of y'all, at this time, the way that y'all talking, I'm talking about this conversation. I mean, whoever's on the chat that's been talking, and in the chat on the
point, man.
In the chat, the point. Okay, this is the point. I'm be honest with y'all. I see why there are people like Hood Conservative and SKC, because if you listen to and you think about this stuff long enough, and you start to internalize it, as a form of like self-hatred or self-loathing, I'm be honest with y'all, the natural thing is to go to being the natural next thing is to go to be a coon. Do y'all think so or no?
This has nothing to do.
A coon is a sellout for money.
Yes, that is off the rip.
Let me explain to you what it is, May. Let me explain to you what it truly is, May, because some days I have to fight the tears of my eyes. Okay? You may be the first black woman that I never had an intimate relationship to hear this. So please, with all due respect, please hear me soundly. It is so cruel to come back from war. I spent 3 birthdays away from friends and family on the behalf of my country. And to know that there's people who will throw parties for people coming out of prison than me coming home defending my country. It is so cruel to see people talk so soundly of criminals than men who uphold the law like I have. It is so cruel when you hear Beyonce talking about I need a soldier and she's not talking about military personnel. When you influence the women to like criminality, men like me become foreign each and every day. They wonder why they can't find a good man. Because good men are invisible to them. I am not a good man. I'm an honorable one. Because an honorable man is capable of ruthlessness that you cannot even comprehend. To be an honorable man is to say, I had kids by this bitch, so I'm going to take care of them.
Yeah.
18, I'm out.
Yeah.
See, this is the cruelest. I'm going to say this real quick and you got the floor, BGS.
Okay.
This is the reason why I say women never had honor. Culture has never in any time made women be honorable. Men always had to take the burden of slack of you. We had the shotgun to our heads for those weddings, not you. But you had 50% of that DNA into your belly. We had to fight the wars and somehow come home with all the fucking messed up shit in our heads. And sometimes not even the limbs we went there with and take care of you. I'm going to ask you this one question, May. What does a black man get from a black woman at any time in history that was equal or valued to the cost of his very life?
Charles, you know I can't answer that question.
And that's the answer I always get. And tell me, that's why black men are pissed.
They're done. They're not pissed. They're indifferent now.
And I'm going to tell you what.
They're not pissed anymore.
If you were a native woman and this was the goddamn Trail of Tears, you would have carried that baby behind me because you wanted me. You would have died for me.
Yeah.
If you were a goddamn Italian woman coming over a boat to Ellis Island, you would have said nothing but follow me.
I mean, do you hear Palestinian women bad
I was about
talking?
to say that. That's what I said. BGS about the Palestinians.
I'm going to say this real quick and I'm going to give you the floor. What other man on this goddamn earth freed you from slavery and made you equal to everybody in this goddamn country? And you telling me it's not deserving of your respect? And you have a son, right?
She got a daughter.
The daughter?
I have a daughter. Yeah.
Let me explain this to you.
Salute to Mookie in the chat. Go ahead.
When you have a son, who you raise boys like I have, the brutal shit that you have to tell them is the real shit. You have to be the parachute, not the safety net. I gotta let you fall to feel the pain a little bit, the little impact, but I can't let it be enough to kill you. What did we get from free? No other man has done what black men in America has done. And for some reason, niggas ain't shit is the best you could do. You will go out of your way to pick the worst of us. And then you will get upset when the best of us go elsewhere. When by nature we're going to go where we thrive, not be subjugated to nature. You expect black men to take this fucking abuse and to become extinct on your behalf. And you can't even raise our. It's like I told Cerulean years ago. I don't give a fuck about the men they date or sex with. I care about the men you birth. And that tells me a lot about your culture. And that's the fucking issue that I have a fucking struggle with every fucking day. I'm going to tell you something very candid before I shut the fuck up. Sometimes I'm in my chair and I'm reading smoking, drinking, doing contracts or business. Maybe it's because of the war, maybe because it's me, and there's times tears that come out. Because there's times that I realize as a black man in the community, that white boy who has never been my equal and never will be will get more respect than me.
Yeah.
For
Only
existing.
because of his skin.
Yeah, for
He
existing.
starts on a fucking pedestal and elevated to the top. I start in a goddamn hole, and that motherfucker can't even read a fucking Dr. Seuss book.
And that white woman said that exact same thing. Black men began in a hole.
Yes.
And black women put white men on the pedestal.
You're not, and this is the sad thing about it. A woman is supposed to give us inspiration. We're supposed to give them purpose. Because women do two things: make you feel like Superman or your kryptonite. And every time I see the majority of black women, unfortunately, you motherfuckers look like irradiated green rocks to me. And it's not just for the men; it's for your sons.
I mean, the thing is, I get, at this point, I'm tired. Okay, I've been digging this shit out for 20 years. Okay, for 20 fucking years, I'm tired. Okay, have PhDs backing my shit up. Okay, I'm tired. Okay, the data speaks for itself. The history speaks for itself. Okay. And it's still going on, okay? You can't, like I said, you can't fix this shit. I said that 10 years ago. You can't fix this shit. Can't be fixed. Black men are not going to allow you to actually fix this shit, okay? I was arguing with Cousin Tito because he still has hope. If we just are strong enough and be inventive enough and become powerful enough, we actually turn this shit around, okay? Good luck.
I mean, BGS, you said it best when you brought up the Palestinian women.
Yes.
And the fact we're talking about in 2025 that black women are so oblivious to what other race of women are willing to do for their men. You think black men are going to stick around when black men are seeing, for example, the Palestinian women?
Yes.
They know for a fact that their race will die. But those women will die on the cross, nailed, starved in water, to the point when I came back from the Middle East, one of my friends said this clear about the Palestinians. They're gonna keep pushing out them babies no matter what. Because they want to make sure that their race, their men, their young boys know the importance of who they are and where they come from. 2025 with the least amount of resources, the most harshest crimes.
Black women are actually ashamed of black men. That's why I played that stuff. Okay, that's why I played it. I just did it the other day with this black man sitting in his car saying the exact same thing, and played Kevin with two women, with a woman saying the exact same shit 5 years apart. Okay, shit ain't changed.
Did y'all ever hear do y'all remember what the Joker said to Harley Quinn in the first Suicide Squad movie? Harley Quinn came to the Joker saying, "I will die for you."
Yeah.
What did he say? I know you would do that because you live for me. Black women could never live for their men.
They would. The thing is, okay, and this is something that Diane Stewart pointed out. Okay, they were never brought over here to be what? Your woman.
Oh, that shit breaks my heart.
They're not organically. Black women are not your women. Okay, you're thrown together by circumstance. Okay, and you did the best you could with what you had to survive, and you did. Okay, and as soon as you didn't have to anymore, guess what happened? The family started breaking up.
Split. Think about it. I had to go and look at my father and my mother. My father remarried and been with the same woman for 30 years. My mother never did. And I told my mother, "You need a man."
No, she said, "I don't need no man, right?"
I don't need to get me married. I said, "What if me and your grandson move out of state? What you gonna do?" And she got quiet.
We've been pointing this out forever, right? Okay, in the Black ADOS community, okay, a family is a woman and her children. Okay, the black man is extra.
I am sorry, and I apologize to anybody if I sound emotional. Maybe it's the liquor,
Yeah.
maybe it's the soul.
I
But
mean,
black
men are tired of this shit, man. You know,
this is the candid version of me, and this is why BGS said you became my boy to my nigga, because I am your vengeance incarnate. I am what every black man felt, but I am the one who says, fuck it, I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna do it. You can't even be smart enough, you can't be strong enough, you can't make enough money, you can't be fucking in shape enough.
you can't even be fucking Barack Obama and
you can't even be the goddamn #1 nigga in a world.
In the world. And
you can't even be Black Superman, who is Superman anyway. And this is the shit that I always have to say.
Black women
Do you
think
know
that
how many?
you can be Superman before you can actually be president. Okay.
Do you know how many times I had to talk black men off a ledge at work and not at work? I've said it once again. Dr. T called me personally to a guy who was about to take his own life.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I think he did eventually.
And said, I spent on the phone with this dude for 3 hours and say, dude, just give me one day. But this is the fucking shit that black women don't hear.
They hear it.
This is, if you can hear the emotion and anger and goddamn in my voice.
They hear it.
They hear it.
But you don't give a fuck. You don't care.
The training will not allow them to accept it. They hear it.
And this is why I always give Theodore his props. You were John the Baptist of this fucking space.
Charles, I just want to say to you, as a black woman, I hear you, and I know it's not your problem, and I'm not projecting on you, but what you're saying in the way that I hear it, you making me really feel like shit. Not me personally, but just I hear you.
You got to think why I tell Theodore. You got to think why I tell Theodore he's the John the Baptist of this fucking space. He's taking.
Charles, I want you to know I hear you. Do you hear me?
I appreciate it.
You know what Theo says, because I monitor his class. Okay, the biggest impediment to his guys actually succeeding is, guess what?
The women,
the black woman.
Yeah.
They sabotage because they're afraid that their man will leave her.
I've always give Theodore his props.
What's happening to my nephew right now?
I've given him his props every time I see him in the chat or the panel. There's tears in my goddamn eyes right now. I wish 20 years ago I met a motherfucker like him. If it wasn't for my father, my grandfather, may he rest in peace, paradise, and power. And my wrestling coach, may he rest in peace, paradise, and power. I would not be the person you see today.
That's why all these old Negroes are in the black ministry, so that young guys don't follow the same path that we did. Okay, that's why we here. That's why I'm here. Okay, don't do what I did. Okay, I already went through this shit so that you don't have to. I studied this shit so that you don't have to. Okay, I show you the proof, evidence, so that you can actually go out and actually prove it to people. Okay. To the lawmakers,
you don't have to. Don't
to the academics. Okay.
Enjoy life.
I'm say,
I want my money.
I told you.
Where is my money?
Benny, bring me everyone.
I need my money. I need my money.
What do you mean everyone?
Everyone! But wait, there's more. Hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer.
Maybe that was very impolite, but it's okay. What do you want?
I didn't do anything.
Oh, God.
You know I can't help myself. How would it be?
Wait a minute. Stop treating me like I'm a fucking 17-year-old. I'm 66, okay? My daughter's fucking 37 years old, okay? Stop treating me like I don't know stuff, okay?
I just said hello.
No, before that. May, don't play me, baby. I've been through this a lot. Don't play me.
Okay.
Now, what do you need?
I have one request, and then I want my 2 minutes, please.
You want your 2 minutes now, or you want to ask your question?
No, I want a question first. The question I have: what is a VHS? What is that?
Now we explain this to you. Listen to us all the time, okay? Me and Charles have explained that story like 100 times, okay?
Just a VHS. What does that stand for?
Okay, really, VHS is a mispronunciation of Charles's girlfriend's remembrance of my name. Okay, we had talked about the end of Roe v. Wade, right? Okay, and she disagreed with it. She disagreed with it. Okay, but she's in law. She was in law school. She talked to a professor, and then they were talking about Roe v. Wade, and she started giving a whole dissertation about stuff that me and Charles had talked about like 5 years hence. And he gave her kudos. Okay, she said, "Where'd you learn this from?" So my boyfriend and VHS, which is supposed to be BGS, were talking about this 5 years ago. So that's where VHS came in. I fell out my chair when I heard it because it's like a little kid, screwing up your name, and it was so funny to me. So I just adopted it as my alter ego. So the opposite of BGS is VHS. So the good twin is BGS. The Gnostic, the old comfortable guy, the patient. The VHS is the exact opposite. He don't give a shit.
I see.
Does explain it?
Yes, I understand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You want your 2 minutes now, or is that the only question you had?
You're not gonna interrupt?
I said you get, as long as you two things. As long as you one, respectful. Okay, right, and you use your manners, you get your 2 minutes. Is that clear? Is that fair?
That's fair.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me start the clock. Where is it? There he is. Go.
I don't see a clock. Oh, I do see. Okay. You stole 5 seconds. Let me go ahead. I'm here today to announce our divorce, our breakup, the end of me and you. I can't do this tango with you anymore. You have shown me that you don't want to become a healer, and that is the only thing that I was bothering you for, is because I feel like a lot of men are going to be depressed and they're going to die alone and they're going to be sad, but it's going to be too late. And that was just the compassionate part of me. And that was sincere. And I do troll and I make jokes all along the way. But you have blocked me and treated me poorly. You've shown me the door, like I can't be in the chat even tonight. So I'm done. I just want to announce that to you. And you don't have to worry about me anymore. That's what I came up here for, to tell you.
Okay. So let me ask you this. So you didn't think you played any part in that? In this? In the how I treated you?
I think that Toya played the victim role. She is a Black woman just like I am. She could.
Hold on. What's the question that I asked you, baby? You can say yes or no.
You said that I play a role.
Do you think that you played any role in how I treat you?
Yeah, the role I think I played was particularly having to do with what I said about Toya. I called her a pick-me, and I said that she was public pussy. And instead of her just laughing it off, she dropped down and made everybody believe that she was so hurt and destroyed. And y'all responded in sympathy, and everybody treated me bad after that.
So you don't think what you said was disrespectful?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, and you doubling down on the disrespect. You don't think people took exception to that?
I think y'all, yeah, I do. I agree. All of that's true. But y'all say a lot of stuff in the chat and the conversation. Y'all acted extra sensitive because it was me. But y'all say all kind of insensitive stuff. So it was kind of like fake outrage.
So
y'all say wild stuff.
So this is okay. This is the issue that I have with Black women, especially. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I really have. My sisters, my mother, the women that I'm around. Okay, that's why I like pop the balloon. That's why I don't like pop the balloon. Okay, and that's why I coach men to not accept it. Okay, disrespect to Black women is so normalized by Black women. Y'all don't even know that you're doing it. And that's the issue that I have. Okay, that's like my. Why you think I always play? That's why I always play this. Okay, opening monologue, the same things, right? Why do you think I always play it, right? Especially this one, right?
I'm done. I'm done with life, and it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault. I'm done.
In other words, no accountability. Okay, even in pro-Black sectors that I've been in, they're supposed to be elevated, intelligent, connected, pro-Black women. It all comes out the same, and it said, that's how come, especially with the violence thing, right? With all the beating ass and all that kind of stuff. Even though we know it's not true, okay? It's in the stats say it's not true, okay? But the thing is, just because you don't want to take accountability for yourself, you're still gonna dump it on like the Black man is the boogeyman, okay? And that's what I get tired of, okay? And you guys say, I mean, we can go on TikTok, okay? And what is it? The African women say. All the other women say the same thing. He said, "You guys, you guys talk ugly about your men." Shara Ali said the exact same thing. Black women, Black American women, are the only women that talk this badly about their men and think it's normal. And you guys, the thing is, I before I thought I was hurt is because I thought y'all was just being mean, and then as I got older, and when you as a kid you think they're just being mean, but as you get older and you have relationships and you have friendships with women, and you start to notice, especially when you start to notice that that your mother's not a guy, she's just a woman just like everybody else, right? And you start to actually hear her as an adult. And I said, okay. I said, there has to be a reason why this goes on. And then you go back to the slave plantation. Okay, this is where it comes from. It just never stopped. It just never stopped. The thing is, and I tell guys, I said, okay, you have to accept this is who they are. Okay, they're not going to change. It's 200 years. They're embedded. They're comfortable with the way things are and the way they talk to you. Okay, what's the name of Whoopi Goldberg? We just said that on The View, right? Okay. People don't understand the conversations that we have with our Black men and how we talk to our Black men, okay? But they come from our body. So in other words, it's normalized to Black men to accept it, and it is. Okay, it is.
Okay.
It is. The thing is, that's why I've given up. Okay, but the thing is, when you cross a line, I said, okay, you know what, baby, and I tried to give you an out. You know what? You need to squash it down, and you can come back another time. You decided to double down on it. Okay.
I understand.
I listen to you all the time, and even when I'm talking to you, and I listen to you guys all the time, you guys say some of the ugliest things, but it's supposed to be laughed off and taken as a joke, and we're supposed to accept it.
Well, because I hear you.
That's why I played Pearl. Pearl don't know shit about the Black community, but she knows how it operates in the white community. And she was noticing what the Black guys were actually had their heads tucked while these Black women were talking shit. She said, how come Black men didn't check these women? I said Pearl, you need to be Black. You need to grow up in the Black community. This is normal.
Well, I see Pearl. I mean, I've watched several of her streams lately, and I've seen her hand a whole lot of men, a lot of disrespect, be snarky. This the Andrew guy. I watched that. She was cutting him off. She was laughing at him, and and I saw her do that to some Black guy. She told him that he didn't have much on his channel, and he was nobody. And why should I talk to you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I saw her go in there. She was like, and she even told him, "You're Black, and you Black people this, and you Black people that. Y'all are not polite people. Y'all Black people are."
We for the most part, especially the modern Black people, we're not polite, are we?
So you agree with Pearl that?
I'll ask you a question. Are we? Do you disagree?
I disagree with that.
Okay.
I disagree with that.
Okay. Push back.
Well, I'm around a lot of professional people and people who do business and stuff like that. So I don't. I don't have nobody, like hold on, let me say, BGS, like I have two little stories I did on my channel.
I don't need a story. What I'm saying
No, I'm
is,
not. I'm telling you a story. I'm just telling. I got two.
Let me interject. We're talking
You told me
about.
to push back. Okay, go ahead.
No, I'm talking about as a group. I'm giving you a broader understanding. As a group, do you see it?
No, I do not. No, I do not.
That's what she talked about. She has no clue about professional people and professional settings and stuff like that. She sees the same things that we see. Okay, and I'm saying professional people. Okay, when they're outside of that strict setting. Okay, you get a drink in them. You put some barbecue in them. Same shit comes out.
No, I did. I did this. I did a stream about the guy at the sandwich one. I don't know. And he was very professional, but he was just acting like he was entitled like a white man, and he didn't cuss nobody or disrespect, but he was just, arrogant. So
Okay.
I don't see this type of stuff that Pearl was talking about.
I see it. Oh, the thing is, unfortunately, baby, I see it all the time.
Well, that's your environment. That's your environment.
Okay. I see this. Tell me what my environment is, baby.
That's one of the things too. That's why I
No. I asked you. You said that's.
I'm gonna tell you.
Well, then tell me is without all the story, without the fluff.
You got to. That's a gripe I have. You try to control. That's why we can't take over because you want to control every single word.
Guess what channel that you're on?
You don't need to control people's every single word.
I'm not trying to. I'm asking you for clarity. If you're clear, I'm not going to interrupt you. Be clear.
And the clarity I have is that everybody is seeing different things depending on where they live and the socioeconomic and whether you're in a city or rural area. It all depends. We're going to see different stuff. And you live in, I think, California in an inner city, I think. So you're gonna, but there's no black people where you live, really.
Really? Why? Oh, really? Oh, are you kidding me?
I don't know, but they always say, I hear people say there's not many black people.
Are you kidding me?
I hear a lot of black people who live in California. They say it's not a lot of black people. Now I understand there's certain little elements, like there's Inglewood, and they even saying all of that's being gentrified. Oakland?
Oakland is up north, which is like 600 miles away.
But they're saying a lot of it's gentrified. They used to be black, like the stuff that we used to watch in the movies.
It used to be 100% black. Okay, got to remember how long I've been here.
Right.
Okay.
So I don't know that you live around black people.
I grew when I was a kid. The watch riots were going. It was 100% black. Okay, it didn't start to be gentrified until after the crack era when people started to move out. Okay, they're saying, and this is probably the last black, heavily black area in Los Angeles right now. Get that? The thing is, how do you know what my environment is? How do you know how I grew up? My grandson is, I wish I could show you his pictures of the stars he was around just the last week. Okay. How you know who I'm around? Okay.
You're the one who said you around rude black people and black people around you act like this and act like that. That's your environment, wherever you going.
There's rude black people on all different levels, okay, with all different sources of income. Okay, and some of those people are actually bourgeoisie. Doesn't exempt them. Which is the same thing that Fraser's trying to write in the 50s, okay?
Okay. Because I mean, the guy that I saw at the sandwich line, he pissed me off just as much as somebody screaming, cussing, and throwing stuff. He pissed me off just as much. So I see what you're saying.
The thing is, that's always the argument. I don't know who you're around. Okay, I don't know who you're around. If you listen to me, especially let's say when I'm talking to Dr. Marifa, he's from Kenya. He actually works for the UN. Those are the kind of people I'm around. Do they count? Does Dr. Chisan Johnson, PhD, does he count? Does Dr. Neil count?
I'm talking about your real everyday life that you see when you're going and moving, BGS.
In my everyday life.
In your face.
I'm a Gemini, okay? Geminis have different circles. I travel from the dudes to the scammers and the drug dealers all the way up to the people that have multi-millions. My mentor, okay? My mentor, my co-host, okay? I don't talk about her name. She's worth $30 million in real estate. And we talk all the time. Does she count? It's everyday life.
Okay.
My mentor, I don't mention her name because she need to make her money. Okay. She's one of the biggest pro-black people in the United States and been that way for the last 30 years. Does that count?
I hear you.
One of my best friends, okay. If you know Carl Nelson in DC, with the front page, okay, that's been popular in the pro-black sector for the past 30 years, okay, he's one of my best friends. Does that count?
I hear you. I hear you.
It counts.
Oh, that's my go-to response when anybody starts complaining about, oh, black people around me are horrible and all the black people are horrible. I'd be like, that's probably just your environment that you in. That's my go-to.
It's your go-to. That's your go-to. But the thing is, guess
It
what?
is.
You hear me talk about a whole bunch of stuff. You know better than that, okay? You know better than that.
I think there's some relevance to what I'm saying, because I think when you say, "Oh, there's only the only women that are out here to date, they're all baby mamas and they're all on welfare." No, you didn't say that. You didn't say that. But when I hear dudes say stuff like that, I say to myself, "Okay, so clearly, based on what you don't have access to, you are surely in some ghetto project somewhere."
No, not
You
necessarily.
know,
Oh, you know,
if that's all you see, you don't have access to nobody.
The biggest single motherhood rate that's climbing right now is professional women over 35 just having babies without a husband. Okay, here we go. What do you mean? Here we go. Counterpoint. Show me evidence that's different. Tell me there's something that's different.
What happens is you have men that disappear. And so that's what we got to start looking at. We got men that disappear and don't show up.
Don't show up how?
They don't show up. They don't stand in the relationship. They have random children, and the women let them do it. And I can't point to, oh, yeah, it's the women, it's the women. There are men participating in this retarded, degenerate. Hold on, BGS. There are men and women who are participating in this degeneracy dance. They're both doing it. I'm not part of that. I am proving it. The fact that she's pregnant and he's not there, that tells you everything. They're both participating in the dance of degeneracy. Both of them.
Okay. Who has the final say? Who gets born?
Well, the first most important thing is a man. I'm telling you the answer right now.
Hey. Listen to what was my question?
BGS.
No.
See, I'm not finished.
No. What was my question? Answer my question if you're going to answer it.
You said who decides and who determines who gets
who has the final say? Repeat with me. Who has the final say?
Who has the final say? I got it.
Who gets to be born?
Who gets to be born?
Now answer it.
Final say or first say?
Man, you got 3 master's degrees. What did I just say?
I know. I heard you. I'm giving you.
Don't play with me.
See, there you go. I'm not playing with you. I'm giving you another way to look at it.
No. Answer the question that was stated. Okay, you don't do that in school. You don't do it with your students. Answer the question.
Okay, you. I got my own brain now. I'm not like some people.
No. This is bullshit. Okay, stop.
The first. Let me say this.
Final say.
I'm going to say the first and the final. The first person. I'm going to say the first and final.
Okay, go ahead.
The first person who has all control of the situation is a man in the sense that he has. Let me finish. He's first. She's final. He's first. She's final. He can keep his sperm to himself. He can deny her his sperm. And access to his sperm. He has the first say. Now the final say comes with the.
Hold on. Let's stop right there.
The final say.
Hey, May. Stop right there.
Okay.
For him to put his sperm in her, what does she have to do?
She has to be willing to have sex with him.
She had to open her legs, right? So he don't get to deposit sperm until she does what?
Until she's willing to be open like that. Yeah.
That's the first agreement. Now go to the
Right.
final.
And I'm just saying his power lies in his ability to deny that.
Come on.
Can you give me that point, please? Can you please give me that
No.
point?
No.
Why? You telling me he don't have power over his penis and his sperm count? He don't have the final say at that point?
No, what was your statement?
Yes or no?
No. Oh, he does have that. What was your
Thank
statement?
you.
What was your statement though?
Okay, so the final decision comes with the woman.
Stop. Okay. I know you got ADHD. Stop for a second. Okay. You said
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
your statement was the first and the final. Okay. Who has the first say? Who has the
He has the first say. She has the final.
No, what did we say? If she don't open her legs, guess what? Nothing happens, right?
Correct, but he still could decide to determine whether he wants to or not. She can't do nothing without him. Okay, she can't do a thing without him.
What is the definition of first?
He has to offer the dick in order for her to take the dick.
Definition of first, okay?
When you ever seen a woman rape a man? Come on, man.
My IQ is way too high for the bullshit argument. What's the definition of first?
Primary.
Okay. The primary thing, especially in the United States, is for her to open her legs. Okay. That's
no,
first.
It's not.
Yes, it is. Go. I'll give you time to go look it up in the dictionary. Okay, what first means.
This is an egg. What you call it? Egg versus chicken egg conversation.
No, it's not.
What I'm saying, if that man, he has full control of his penis and where his sperm goes, so he has choices at the very start. He can deny her. He don't have to do nothing.
But that is not the argument.
That's the argument I'm making, and then you're making the argument that the woman.
No. What you're trying to do is trying to reframe the argument into something that it's not. I'm going by what I said, which you didn't want to answer because you already know the answer.
So men just don't control their penis. They don't control no sperm. They don't control.
What was your statement?
Men don't control their sperm.
What was your statement? No, that wasn't your statement. What was your statement?
I'm not trying to be about statement. I'm about logic and reason.
No. Logic. You're not even using logic, baby.
I am using logic. A man's most powerful moment is him, and his most powerful time is him being able to control who and where he puts his sperm. That's his choice. And if he don't trust a woman and he don't want to be with her, he don't have to do that.
The Black Manosphere talks about that shit all the time. Okay, all the time.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Duh.
Well, I'm saying too, as a woman on my side, I would argue that as a woman, I have the same responsibility. That's what I would argue. I don't have to let somebody do X, Y, Z. That's my responsibility. That's why I said it's a dance of degeneracy. BGS.
Do men have equal opportunity to have birth control that women do?
Yeah, they do. They can.
Really? Okay, really? They can? How? Okay.
They can have their little thing sliced.
Okay, so women can do too, right? They can do that.
Correct. Right? Yes.
Okay. Do men have, how many forms of birth control do men have?
As far as I know, I think it's only 2 or 3.
Okay, name them.
Condoms. I heard they have a male pill, but nobody wants to take it.
No, the male pill is not legal.
So it's not legal. Okay, so I'm 2 then. So condoms and what you call it, cutting the thing.
Vasectomy. Okay.
Vasectomy, yes.
Which reversal vasectomies are a thing, but guess what? Guess who's not going to fund it?
Men.
No, government's not going to fund it. You know why?
That's the man.
No. Do you know why? I'm asking you. Yes or no? Do you know why? Yes or no?
I think that the birth rate would plummet if men would be on birth
exactly. Control. Is it a good thing for society and the government?
No, it's not.
So that's how come they don't give it to you. Okay. It's not that hard. Okay.
I wish they would. That'd be nice.
So do men do. Most men don't want babies, okay, like that. Okay, they would love to have a birth control pill where they can control their own fertility. They would love it. And guess who will be pushing it? Who has pushed it? Because the MGTOWs and Black Manosphere, we've been pushing that shit for a long time. Okay, but it's not going to happen because the birth rate will plummet. They've had 4 viable candidates, and guess what? Both times they got shot down is because they know what would happen.
BGS, I just looked in your chat. These dudes are just dying for
Don't
you
worry.
just to stop talking to me. They just dying.
I wonder why.
They just die. They want the divorce. Everybody who want a divorce, just put a 0 in the chat. Just put a 0 in the chat. I can see clearly.
Guess who files for divorces most in the black community?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Try me. You already
You
know.
are funny. You're hilarious.
No,
you know I'm just being trollish, but damn.
Yeah.
How you gonna try to use a talking point on me in live time? Come on now.
Because you're not making sense. Anybody else want to come up? Y'all welcome to come up. Okay.
No, you just want them to come and cuss me out. But I tell you what, I'm gonna drop down because I know when I'm not wanted, needed, and abused and used and all of that. I know.
Okay, you know what, May? In fact, I'm gonna do this video. Okay, is because the video is called "Women Write Their Own Jokes." Okay, by the stuff that comes out of their mouths. Okay, so a lot of black men have even stopped actually stating so. All we do is roll a clip and comment on it. Okay, black women shoot their own self in the foot continuously. We don't have to say anything anymore. Okay. Most content creators now, we just go to TikTok, pull up a clip and say see, and say see, and see.
I see Toya's here. Can I talk to Toya?
No, you can't. Okay. If Toya wants to talk to you, she can. If she wants
Can Toya come talk to me? And I ain't gonna be rude. I'm not gonna be rude.
You can't help.
I'm not gonna be rude.
May, you can't help yourself. You can't help yourself. That's who you are. That's your personality. You can't help yourself. You're a female curmudgeon. You can't help yourself.
Oh,
who? Look it up. Curmudgeon. Look it up.
See, there you go. And okay.
No. Now you explain it. Okay, you're supposed to know what it means. It's not a really advanced word. Look it up. And if Toya wants to talk to you, she can. Okay.
Okay.
And I'll bring you back if Toya wants to talk to you because other people are coming up, and I'm sure you.
Other people coming up. Okay, yeah, let me go. I just wanted to say that.
Now I was actually, basically I blocked you temporarily. I wasn't gonna keep it forever. I was actually gonna next month. I was actually gonna take you out of the block list. But since
you had put an expiration date on it for real.
What? Okay.
I'm asking.
Okay. Folks, this is why I'm not married, okay? This is what I have to go through with a wife, okay? Okay? They don't hear you. They never remember what you say. They always filter what you say through their feelings, okay? I told you it was temporary when I first did it, but you didn't listen to that part. Because you're trying to figure out how you feel about what I'm saying instead of trying to think about what I'm actually saying. Which is why I'm not married. As a Sigma, that got to be very irritating. You're actually going back and forth having a discussion with a woman, and what the funny thing is, man. Let me ask you a question, man. Let me ask you a question because
all right.
Because you're a typical black female, in my opinion. But why is it that I have a frank, honest discussion with my woman, okay, and be 100% transparent and detailed, okay? And she won't understand it, and then 6 months later she'll come back and say you were right. I went back and read through what you were saying and realized that you were right. How come she couldn't kind of evaluate that in real time?
We already know what it is. We process differently. Women, we focused on what we think, what we say, how we feel, what we already know. And we stand on that until later on we become more reflective or process it or get away from the emotional connection or whatever. Or just, I think it's true a little bit, this idea that women like to be right. We don't apologize much and we don't back down much.
God damn it. BGS is right fucking again. Sign language lives. Okay, shame, guilt, and need to be right. Lives.
No, I ain't say no shame and stuff. I just said.
Yana Van Zant ran her whole program on that shit. Shame, guilt, and need to be right. Okay, she went through that, and she went back to the mother, sometimes the great grandmother. Okay, how the shame and guilt was passed down, and then by insult you cover it up with the need to be right. Okay, she did her whole series on that stuff based on that because we came up with that in 2007. Okay, and
Yeah.
she did a whole based on if you understand sign language, go back and look at Yana Van Zant, you can see it throughout her thread throughout her whole series. Okay, so that's what she based it on.
I understand. And I was gonna say I did that with my dad a lot. You know, my dad would tell me something. I didn't argue with him, but you know, we might have a debate. But I would always feel like I was right when I walked away, knowing he was always right. But later on, I would be able to tell him how he was right. So that was my dad, though. I don't transfer that to everybody, but yeah, I explain. I only say that because I understand. I've been through it before.
And I tell you that in real time. That's why I asked you to repeat what I said. Okay, in real time. So not for me because I don't have to talk to you. Okay, I want you to see it. That's why I asked you. Okay, what did I actually say? Repeat to me what I actually said, not how it was filtered through your feelings. What did I actually say? Repeat it back to me, and you can't. It's because you didn't process it that way. Which most guys in Black manosphere, I've been saying that forever. Okay, that's how women Jung said it's the exact same thing. How women process feelings. Okay, process information. Jung said it. The guy that wrote Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, he said the exact same thing. Okay, women, because the way their brains are wired, okay, crosswise, okay, men's brains are wired in parallel, like a computer chip. Okay? Women,
Yeah, and I can appreciate the difference, BGS.
Let me finish, okay? Because you don't like when I do it to you, right? Right?
I'm listening.
Okay. So in other words, women cross-wire their thoughts, so their feelings are cross-wired into their logic brain. Okay, that's how come. In fact, Dr. Marifa was doing the exact same thing. Okay, that's why normally when I'm actually talking to exclusively women, okay, normally I would ask you a question and you push back. And I would say, "Man, how do you feel about that first? What's your feeling about that?" And then after about 2 or 3 minutes, I would say, "Okay, now you process your feelings. Now give me what you think." I allow you to process your feelings first, okay? But that's on a woman's channel. And the thing is, when you guys come on a man's channel, the need to be right is so strong that you won't back down and process it properly because you want to be right. You don't want to be embarrassed in front of all these men.
Yeah, I understand.
Especially a black woman. Black women hate to be embarrassed in front of a whole bunch of men because guess what? Unfortunately, and I was having this argument with Black Guru and Roger, is because y'all been socialized to think that no matter what, you're better than us anyway.
Oh, here we go. Your volume went down a little. You said we think we're better than you anyway.
Yeah, you do.
Y'all got a lot of negative assumptions and beliefs that I just think that they're just not constructive. I mean, hey, what can I say?
Okay, basically, okay. If you're going to reconstruct anything, I don't care what it is, an agreement, a social pattern, a building, whatever, right? You have to start with what? The truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you reconstruct anything on a lie or false assumption?
No, you can't. But somebody like you always thinks you have the only answer and you're the only right answer. That's the problem. Talking to you, you think you're the only one with the right answer.
So do you, but that's beside the point. Yeah, yes, you do. Okay, and what did I always ask? Anybody that's ever dealt with me, what I always say, go what? Go if you think that you're right. If you prove me wrong, I'll change my mind. Go do your research. Come back to me. If you prove me wrong, I'll change my mind, and I have multiple times. Okay, you know what? I say I did that with Salty because I read something. Since he's a banker, he read it the right way. He showed it to me. I had to say he's right. Okay, dude, you're right. I was wrong. It's not that hard, okay? What irritates me is that people with strong opinions, okay, and nothing behind it, okay. What they want me to give all these facts, details, and stats, okay, and said, okay, now it's your turn. Where's your proof? Well, it's just my opinion, okay. So I have to do all the work to prove it to you, but all you have to do is send an opinion to me. Is that the way it works?
Well, I see what you're saying, but y'all got to understand you create the framework of all this, data. And sometimes in some subjects, that data is just very limiting.
Well, prove it wrong.
And, I mean, I'm not going to get into it as a former research student. I'm not going to get into all the details, but a lot of data doesn't hold real, a lot of it doesn't hold weight these days.
You can go into a 20-minute story, but you can't get into the details of data.
No, I don't. Okay, let me just make it short, and I'll just shorten it up. I won't get into the exact details. First of all, there's bias. You got to think about who created that study, right? And what was their agenda when they created it. Then I think about their sample size. A lot of these things are not discussed. When y'all start throwing data out, y'all don't say, well, the sample. Hold on, let me finish. So you said you wanted me. Oh, God. I was trying to present, and now you interrupted me. I was flowing with it.
All right. Okay. Go ahead. You got 2 minutes.
Okay, so I'm trying to make it clear. You said I don't know how to talk about it. I do. So then I think about sample size. When I say, well, how many people were in that study? And where was it regional? Was it across the United States? People don't have the details to actually help validate a study. And then not only that, is it peer reviewed? A lot of people don't know whether what they had is peer reviewed. Where did it actually come from? Where's the original source and what references? People just throw stuff out and they don't actually have real, research data, variables. What were the variables? What were the limitations, of the study? What were the real results and what were the other findings and future things they need to look into because they don't have enough answers? It's all kind of variables. And these people can't even, and there's bias. There's bias as well. A lot of times you have people that will only, interview people who are from the South. Did you do that? Or did you get people from different regions? That's going to make a difference. Just control group, no control group. So many things. We have to ask about this data.
As a STEM guy, you know how you get around that?
There's no getting around all those
Yes,
things.
there is. It's called using multiple studies, okay? The more the merrier, right? The more variations, the merrier, okay?
You still have to know that other stuff. Are there biases, variables, limitations? It's a lot still.
What I'm saying is, okay, if you take 100 studies, okay, 100 studies, different people in different regions in different time periods, they all say the same thing. Guess what? That's probably more accurate. If you take one, okay, you got to who did the study? What was the peer group? Okay, how many people were actually involved? Okay, just like with the education system under COVID, right? Okay, you can't get a bigger study than that. Okay, well, if you have a isolated study of like 2,000 or 3,000 students, or maybe even sometimes even a small school district, right, which maybe 10,000-15,000 students versus 40 million kids. Okay, there's no way to actually replicate a study that big. Okay.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say this to you. There are lots of variables. I'll throw one out there for you real quick. Even when you said that stuff about studying COVID and, there's these raw numbers, there's lots of data out there. But even when you compare it, it's going to be a lot of variables. Like there are some school districts where the kids didn't have any access to computers, right? So the reason that they did not show up, they did not perform, was because they didn't have Wi-Fi because they're rural, or they didn't have a computer. That may be different from I'm unmotivated. I got all the technology I need, but I don't know how to use it. You understand?
And how do you actually evaluate that?
You would have to break them down in subgroups. That's what you have to do. Yes, you would.
Listen to me.
They could be different subgroups.
Listen to me. You go to another school district where they have all that stuff, okay, with none of the downsides. And compare.
You would have to create subgroups and compare amongst subgroups. Yes, you would.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, you would. Yes, you would. They're not all the same.
No, you wouldn't.
They are not all the same, sir.
The thing is, if you take,
you can't compare apples and oranges.
Listen to yes, you can.
No, you can't.
You can. How?
If you want to contrast them, you can. But you're looking for similarity. I don't want to argue about data.
Wait. Okay. I'm not talking for a goddamn second. Okay.
I don't want to argue with you about data and statistics tonight.
All right. Good people.
That's so hard.
That's so hard. Okay. What I was gonna say, you can't compare apples and oranges. Okay. And you can say both apples and oranges are what? Sweet, are they? Are they fruit? Yes. Are they? Do they grow on trees? Are they? There's similarities between apples and oranges. Okay. Now, when you go down into the nuanced details, they're not the same. But thing is, you can't compare them. But the thing is, anybody does, because we do this in chemistry all the time with different states. Okay, oxygen acts differently in a frozen state versus a ultra heated state, a gas state. Okay, or even sometimes when it's burning. Okay, can you compare the two? Yes, you can by molecular structure. Okay, what is the same between oxygen or water that's frozen versus water that's steam? Okay, you can't compare the two. Okay, how do they react? What is the central essence between H2O? Okay, what's the essence between it? You can't compare them. So you can take a pour in COVID under the same conditions for the most part, okay? Because the kids have to stay home. They can't go. There is no regular school, okay? So how do kids in a rich area, rich parents and stuff like that, compare to kids that are poor in a poor rural area? That's a big ass study, okay? Under similar conditions that you can't replicate under normal conditions, okay? That's why they're still studying the ramifications of education under COVID, because all the data that has come out. Because, like I said, we have not just a local study, not just a country study, but a global study, different educational aspects in how kids learn on the COVID nationwide, and what they found out all across the board, across all socioeconomic status, is that kids still learn best from human beings being in front of them. They still have to have human contact to learn.
Yes.
They cannot learn. They cannot learn directly from AI. They cannot learn directly from a computer, and that's been the case no matter whether they're wealthy or they're poor. That's the first thing that came out. Okay, that's the first thing people looked at. Okay, can you teach these kids through AI? Because I was sitting there with my kid, with my grandson, going through his studies. Okay, it's like that, and they still need to be in the classroom with people. They still learn best from people. Now, maybe that will change later on, but thing is, for right now, that's the first thing that came out of COVID. Okay, because a lot of people thought that you can actually flip the classroom and use AI to teach these kids, and they found out, oh, it don't work that way. Okay, they still need human to human contact. I don't care whether they're billionaires or they're kids, rural kids, damn near sharecropping. The exact same thing across the board, and this not just here in the United States, but all the way across the world. You have billions of kids underneath the same conditions, and guess what? This is what they found. There's core principles that you will find out. Yeah, so you know, like I said, the strong need to be right is enforced. But this is disagreement. Y'all got disagreements or what?
Chaos. They like the chaos.
They like the chaos. So when you're able to
chaos,
let that chaos reign with
chaos,
let that chaos reign with
chaos,
let that chaos reign with
must reign.